de banon chrono enya bo yes yet na se rom say 1 p.m. ebe bona fe program atwa so de ama this time the Wontumi sports buffet and the day but lectures ni nyina ha Europa Champions League ewo Enra games so ewo St James Park Barca woman Newcastle boy na itiaren so ewo Man City game no mo boy na game we no mo Antonio Conte ebe jena ni so yero nsam ade beba yebe rem ewo weekend matches eba so lectures ni nsam and so to sell your Messi I say there Argentina no say ya test and the last World Cup no Messi prepare for last World Cup as Argentina nsam no ha ya de be rem na afia din komo fie na me adoma CAF Champions League and after the CAF Confederation Cup and Barcelona two clubs in no and we are kotoko and after baby any Ghost Stars so mo erese o metimi agem de amagana na watwi enya semeto ajes kabili foi wo mo alande o many Ghost Stars ball weekend di ewo ye kan said across Sports Stadium yes wo madu electors ni nyina obatan enso be me awram na ye di local no nkomo na afia o sene nuaba ebesia ko Dr. Prosper Nate Ogum ene ne nkra no nso eguso awo mu yeso metimi atega na nim ewo tournament o mo ekọ KG ono nso se eno nso nsam ha na sa Asante Region KG ono nso no eno basunti eno nso nkomo ha ye de obata no latest ni local de vonsel de ebeba team no atena se na ano probet obi anka Newton Peterlati akomia meza Michael Asaribodu the sporting man eba be bo Steve onum nyina no eno ba be hwese no ma be tetwe na show no etimi akoso na bibia kama obatan atena se local no nyina do nsam ebeba me dey Capo the Supremo meeting jama regular host Fancy Di Maria and now pay na affiliates ni nyina no ya dem awonsam about team they led by OKT ranking the top ranking member wono tetre our show no nyama betime akokama jama on Sadra komu and mu top production tight one day emaye and there adaje any posokra just awonsam they dey bana so bibia bako dey yes precious em say prep
and all bands in Madiawaye. I said number 14.
Oh, man, said a bass and P and I'm hey,
at the party birthday. At the number 40, the shade
at the pa.
At the pa.
Is it India? You know,
we are the pa.
We'll be at the pano.
We are the pano.
At the pop precious, but I don't so much. I
never pen catch them say, yes, dear. Yonko die no da. Intina you was your friend sleep is your sleep.
I join it.
Dear catch them now.
Really, or Chami Nima Semka. Chami Nima Semka. Or Chamia Unima Semana. Nima Semka. And it's a Nana was okay. Penny with us.
Holiday man,
no, Kabua Capitano.
Holiday Koyabano.
Ubena kadabia holiday no pay kwa museveno na ese bibia ya fine power maza ABC game no nyame adoma 10 yi ya draw no ediama uche star 262 hash na fe wapike 3 letters who taken from 5 Ghana cedis call na fe watimi adisika letter back drop here times 3 of the ultra mienu drop here times 8 and fe 3 ni nyina no in other drop here 200 times and fe on some and so akanti anu ahye so amame say ABC game na botena ya draw no ana fe 2:30 ya be say draw no ana 5 p.m. no ya be say draw ade amantia no ahye no so amame Jackson wo mo Herbal Mr no e German so malaria typhoid ana fe general body pains no Herbal Mr unya bia e be boa Jackson natural capsules no eno so dini juma ya manpower esa boa sexual weakness no be call low libido mai munum bia eno so boa pa ma no ya ma kama mama Jackson co capsules no koko how Jesus ye and after yema tima wadro no and I make come for them Jackson a dre 024472 3541 baby at what do piano over the piato and I pay betway as I'm in countries woman taruma is a betway fast some chromosome in countries ultra sports betting and I say casino no na any points na points na wunya no ultimate sa convert emania sika amasa the top bet pay na per day into the air come na the actual they say the bet no emwa day obata ebu awutwa na osika day ase wani but when na awutwa na o mo points utwa nyina na o points o points no every baby out me convert here sika
on the first na network bi
yes
who talk credit and amount points
yes now
send a bear weekend no bet me kabo
now
the kawas no sabi pepe na yo maye no once last me catch say me kokko shia mo
yes
sabi pepe ana ekọ
o masesem kra
nti
bet we no say now unya points utwa no unya points o points ne build dia du ba bi otimi convert no na dey cash na sa dey atwa enti usika no imagine na no mo sa dey o mo sa dey ma bet we for no o mo too much enti shano so bet we na mo say bet responsibly and no I bet we do for some your prayer and counseling center and I make come for the ama say kada so a o do ani bet you di fast so ya na afa nim guase bi enso ba court to say me ya be say bu intention bi na afa ya kana chichi doctor and say o do for some brana o traveling no owu an o be say o tu kwan ekọ amono ne visa sama ye den amana o di for Samuel prayer center e na do ani echa won asem ni nyina no e o di for na daroma ana also do ani be cho na afenu ama aya kama diama wo be hunu ene menhia he bobo no e na ene o di for e di ni juma 020246667117 afi wo no di for Samuel enso matwa so na betway wo mo adaroma ka betway na mom no yenko best brain publication na yeni komo books ne de o madaroma and cry ko school base 1 to 6 and afi ya banise English language and asembia asante twino from 1 to 6 and dagbani and afi fante e banise ne mass ni ade and cry no crèche no and no ya kindergarten omo e books ni nyina yo bi ewa on sam enso be ka bi mu amo e wo GHS mu mo eltro SHS ni ade mo past questions and answers yo bi ewa no me no na mo de trua mo pass integrated science and afi English language and afi way e can say IT no ni nyina nso bi ewo ho a won sabetimi aka bi abo adwuma pa pankwano abet ewo laposada hotel chenwa and ye die tuma 0507200200 na phone ye adim enkomo gentleman dental clinic wo adaroma o sensem bia braces and abazo sem ewo seno so and asem bia scaling and polishing ni nyina ye bi ene wo seno and afro bezo silver and agoda ni nyina na gentleman dental clinic wo adaroma and omo ebo say ne extraction and awo ya na asem bia o ya filing wo sene kaka bia bam o bezo tu edi free mu awo mu no di dwuma diama tamale ye wo tishigu yani post office die no hwa akran so your atomic down akra ho I saw nungwa aye dwuma mo kumase no ewo abrepo junction ye dwuma so tentente o a enya sameto atakra de tadisco junction ewo an ye dwuma tachiman so ewo magazine kenten kwano so a onsam ke 0559139582 now on the junction metempen for edim komo high sense adaroma eba ne say the air condition ana open eno no say ya teso amane no and some number form sem bia ope ene TV and asem bia ye kan amu tiemi na no pay o fridge na ope and asem bia washing machine ni na no ye bia de abane bone ateso emayi se blender and asem bia rice cooker and ope ni na no ye kettles ni na bi ho a enema ye isu e wo fie de no ane high sense ho and ado ani cha chemota ye bo adwuma watch small e wa crack na se ye otano so ye wa dum na afetafo a ye bo adwuma ba no durability dia enom aye ne high sense wo mu ana betimi aka say ye betimi guarantee say ho ana otowade am enuama so be kama etem ama 5-year manufacturer defect warranty and so ngeda so 0203500000 now near din komo imoli taba supplement ana make am from ngete ama say ne adwumaden a waye bia no eba ne say ne opese wa pomudin sa ba obebo immune booster support general well-being and no aye imoli taba supplement no ana make come from ntama se ne oyo ba wa fefunu anasem ya kodai edai funu mu onimfia dumie no kwa wontimi numa dra bia 0535112813 na fe woni adin koma Samens Vita Herbal mission capsules agan ana make come for adem amasa agan de abo adwuma ye pa de timi ya ne se ne severe waist pains sie ye oya anasem ya sciatica film oto ase wo eba ni nyina nso hyehye wa woni bia bebo premature and also eji at the few one na afe wa wo call in the 2 minutes no obetimi enso anuma dra bi ebedi one dance here e dia ma so be ya adwuma e pa meya menses time flow yi ni nyina no onya dra bi ebe boa 0240616061 utobia na wa fe doctor na afo akire kwan a obefa so abenum no na ye ka nyina no ye ma 3p garlic mixture e kwan na no pe na ye serve bi e na de wo mini se enyane nro no e vitamin ene menu asena semuma na de emane dasronkom ene se ya twe garlic mu ahoden emu nsuo yi ane adem aye ne natural plant juice ane akabom ensuo ni janka no entia no ahye no so wa ya kase obesa so te menstrual pains anasem ya e stroke ane ha wadwo bi a wono so sugar level e was high blood pressure wadro e 3p garlic mixture no ade betimi aboa wonante na wo brain tama wadro panie eno our kanshi dragle no benya bi enso etimi ato na de wo mene se wo kumase na Ghana ba bia na wo de do pharmacy bia so over 3p 0248928824 na fe woni ya din komo contract wanya bi na fo yusu eno abebo ankrai ye boankrai amo manuma dawo amanu ama ye kama edem ama akoda na ebi wonu ma wo de no eco school ntofe na odi na ne si awe aneshi wo de fa contract bi twi ne se no ano no eno ama be kama edem ama na contract pro code wuti paiwa wadro ne broni be kama migraine wuti fa no ana dwa wadro ne 0244559597 afi woni ya din komo natural and fadaruma proslav capsules and ya kanfo edem ama odro so semen koyi ana asem bia odro so wuti pains and time flow banu ko ni nyina no onya dra bia betimi aboa na ye ka true man capsules yi weak erection waist pains premature ni nyina nso nya bia beboa kongo no and ye ka sem bi obi a wotie mi na fe wona mani nsa ana fe enka ensom wo onya kongo ointment bia ebeboa 0249017101 na fe ama obi a wotie mi na no pay a say ye kai sem bia wa ye merem pema anu nyina no onya dra bia betimi aboa doctor beboa wo nuro ewo ho wo sa beba ama ono nso etimi afiri wo yade na fe wo demra to so te ama aboa kwa agugu school junction ana doctor mi demand for time da so enso aye ne juma 0244774282 na phone mi demand for adim kom Alaska Daroma eba no wo pepesa ono a sa wo dam eba fa ye kan nyina no na ye ka ema edam sembia wo paper wo dey try design ewa wo dam blind cutting see also the remote control efa na fe wo dawa na wo control ni nyina no wo nsam enso betimi akamenti anu asa no so adim amame na ro pay na ye kan se ka betade to family de ka wo nyina no Alaska ana dia ba dum kumase anu aye na juma na Africa crown so circle and a tiptoe and inside password maybe a chairman K20 woman to juma no 0554114878 na phone yen and so nothing come Lawson Beverages Limited woman ya do mu to sena for back time bemu Lawson Salmon Controls Beverages Nedian don't go and the word drama so never lost in dilemma bitters. Yes, bitters in the Bama obey dilemma pem, obey pema good day and what Juma feeling pema. When you be a bet me a bona fenema kama at the amount lost in dilemma. I remember draw dilemma capsules and ma mensasi and ma ye and flow a na come 3 months no aba kubiaba. One way I will quit me fa home. Have me my assemble and my money ready. And just a date nice is so now the problem about oh, say that is room. It is a shows on Numbia. Now, what Pibia Numna flew come amount 0248619999 after no more every Nabivia come about time.
And it does so back like Dr. Elder Osu and a down or son of Payancha Gun of Wina. Nasabia when you know Ebia pressure and sweat about so patch Sabia dear Bewa, who's cataract and umpers at and a sub nasa wanino swa mesawa dabako elder Osu no sweat was I dear not be beyond etma come on elder say men come find Tobia to Sabia moi Munwa de Timasha spectacle Sasha Saninano Chatian say be away operation Oba Obe you now etma free kama ama own spectacle ni bia bekoye and sweat me them or their buy and nubina and I'm part of a year drone sweat with them all no dia come when you never beyond at all come and you no sa I wanna catch one of their channel Sunday or diabetes diabetes, house, stroke, Samson hypertension, prostate enlargement, affair typhoid, ni coconut tewa. What draw in the Oka da on my Abamo draw, no so etmet to a sedeku, and I'm sort to my mama water cradano, your port quarters. I have been Archbishop Porter Girls. On your wall, your boy Joanna Pokuma say, your Cordas Estate Park, no so on your wall, your boy Joanna and Crown Tabora, and large Wallako Johnson on your wall, Yedi and Juma 0559901234. Nelson Son Penifon Swat Makasa, non porto prostafit in Unya Biako Pepe, essence of prostate enlargement in the Betuasia, and I'm sweating me at Yamana prostafit, no, a Solak Natural Clinic and Aquaco Farm. And also Atimedia Bar, non porto Sebi and Ojon Soya Bema, what ya ewo and what Ojon Sonsana so Coca, Mesawada, what Yano and some Etimia Solak Mesha, a Manusa Moko Fitira, no Mucha Jadro, what about to wish Ajesh Ante Mami any other day nano, Solak Mesha and sweat one of my mamo, someone can call me Bias Etimia, Dr. Solomon so you know, Bama also to dear Grey one pump near from Mura, and we do not segment capsules, and with your kind of manager so penny, what better than that? It's answered yet hotter than us. Massa said, Berman segment capsules, not Sabia, when a match nas of Fukua offer. A dear channel power, Dean Guan at the Pra, Nessa, and no more to Nayawa, Mr. Conumbe, Nanos Etimane, dear Granny, and Nabias Etuka Makato, sir, win a match na Udina Memena and Nemo, and your chance of Nessa Udia Gro. It was all jet 3 points of Bias Etimukama, Messawarakai, Nasanos Amam Sesolak, Ayakalena, Canos Etimoama, Wamoya Jumama Bias Etokama. Na mesawa dani na mono stomach ulcer and teto ya dia bia teto no what the for Dr. Solomon Ababwa na posa ya dia nyamu so to ase dia ma aye 0245 616028 yes no more and some
Dr. Solomon no
yes
na ya draw no wie na afi to aso ABC na to enti draw no na ye de mama draw na ya ye twa bi ni ya wese ya fa kakra na ehu die ho ene anopenti ABC no na ye draw no e di amamunti eko say clock net kia is eko ani senti ezi
tete affordable eko baako mienu say baako esi na F na bikaba
F na ba enti FOI me say utwa bia F ne boya F na ba wadi times say usika ya bro we are times usika ya bro
tiwe no
a boy times 3
yes
se 2 so buy times 8 of the ochaye and at 3 ni nan so buy in order na 200 times to sika bro anope wadi bi ana
dabi
anfa
badim
oh okay
badim
ana metai usu Capo no ba zenka uwaba wo
nzegene ze gawanya times
ngame times 3 mi abe 1000 am de to so ngame ya
kako
nganka 1 times 1 kwa ngama zenya
bonus 1
what has it 2000 medino
tika
Capo no eze amita yusu o de ko se siama o taba siama
kasana je se ye dibia to because se o du dini ye bibia na dwene emu se o de ye de yo
na me di ba kwa bo wo de ya ye bia ma o de abamu da
bidi abam da bia Charistic Company Limited, Civic Culture, some the Zahara, Zahara G capsules, and a Zahara Mr. and sweat with the bedaso, Nampatano Canwa Sanaso, and I'm sweat with them, Oyo Bar, Nampoin Fion, Mensan, Sandia Babego, Me Patoti Ayokru, Mesawa, the Cocopa, Sadrebenom, a bit to us, sweat with them all. A feminist coffee jar, no mu check Jabatish, Ajes, Mamma, Ante, and yet the day now more in Yamunubia Bako, and for infertility problems, gonorrhea suffers. Breze enso na tetewa wunya sedwe bi ma beko afi osa yaden ehuna na adwane ayano aka so pe Zahara man capsules ne bi na bibia check ma oya bema obanom ne mienu anopa mienu anwumre after so didi awie so sababu na so wetima dia groye enso wetima pam hindi Herbal mixture no enso wetima dwaso e born malaria fever ana tetewa typhoid fever diabetes ana mpatomo a dia tense mo blood pressure ni na etu aso enso wetima da ba bi etondo bi akwa wo so pe Charistic Company Limited the new panebe 0246348334 0246348334 na ne parifo enso wetima kas ayanase nei enampamu nko ayade nko ade amesawada ɛyɛ ban Herbal hospital ana baboa ɛsɛ sɛ Dr. Base ɛba ne nkasa ne nompam yadeɛ nko adeɛ o ɔba na kata wanya ato ade bra na kata nsa yadeɛ sɛ ɛba sɛ bia sabi wabatɔ wabakɔn anampo sɛ ukotodwe ana nso ɛtetema mesɛ da oba Dr. Base baboa no atu asɛ deku ana nso atimi da ma wakɔ akɔbɔbɔ ana mpo ukotodwe na twist am sɛ oba ɔbɛsɛ yadeɛ ma bia nso ɛtwa kama ana nso atimi ɛdɛma me patro sɛ bia stroke nyɔdeɛ yadeɛ ɛyɛ gonorrhea anampo sɛ disease bia tetɔ no deɛ wudu na kata ɔbɛsɛ yadeɛ ama bia nso ɛtwa kama du ba Herbal hospital your ward at the mama and of a mama so on mintu di anasa we best on share automatic machines and ejuma and I'm straight to customer sound furniture mo our tonsu me patch agogo they are behind Nelson Agogo Hospital one ma and I'm percent cry Sprinters Road 18 Junction or any address why you bojuma 0244988004 nanya chamfa banswet medin komo nam patch a weekend entitakum weekend takum weekend ya takum beti ay time ya have company industry so weekend family bag no tafre obadi tafre na so tafre we your friend tafre me jibi sheba ginum ko weekend no sister ya campaign na no ukọ no udi bi ko ya boa ha wonjo so ya ko campaign na no onum bia ababoa ama bia agudie no bibia so etimo ko kama both ama ne mema ama bia ko tabia Herbal capsules no sisi ade eno akokofo yam tim enum nso etimo ban etu ase kama enum nso etimi de ma fei wudum so tabia ba make sure eba no malaria jaundice ne typhoid fever menstrual pains na no ewu na dimirika ejane sansona tabia zanike no immune booster mesababoa number abobo stool system no ama system no sweat magina brand infections bi ade ewu na ejane ye oputo eja Kumasi Lake Road ene wa ye board na mum uramu sweat mo na sababi ato adro bia na onsans etwa katabia takum tabia ba Mr. Anafe ye product nyina be say ye dudu ma 0243686861 na so ne mpanifo sweat makasa power specialist Herbal hospital ya mami akoso bia ya no ena no pe mami e bia bia no ncheka se akwadama na udim sabotage bi ya de no waje award sa enu nti me pacha udu won ma wotene te okan ya no de aduama no no sweat matene te eba no fatty liver me pacha prostate enlargement and atetewo afi ulcer fibroid kidney stones and hawa woko na support specialist Herbal hospital ya mami doctor akoso bia ya beto se enu sweat bi de ma no ena de bia ya Herbal malamix e de abeja so ene de malaria ote malana na nwuse malaria etu ase de ma no patokofka mixture no eno so ma mo bo waku ka ni na no eno so etu ase de ma de ma dia ya Herbal tonic me pato so ntimi ne de nampo dabia da oyire enu adwane no apia sinchani adiade a me soko pabiru na bedidi ama bians eto kama ama bians eto kwa babia tonto bia kwa wensons eto kabinambom kran ubewu ya nurse ne kwa benya ACP Road anasa power hospital bus stop on ma ewon ye wa ye bo adwuma no Kumasi feyase bosomtwe kwa na so adia ya junction ewon so ba ye bo adwuma ama ntocha no so eto kama 0244544422 na ne mpanifo so eto kasa na ruta na product no unim sa ruta mesta no eko adiatia na malaria nampo dia tenese ne malaria bia tetu bia no eno so atu ase nampo fever bia eho bia ase atu ni na no nampo ruta live no eno so etu abo nampo moja no circulate kama ama bia etu akwa nampo o system no so atu agina brand wa bra wonum ruta tonic no so a eno dia ban typhoid fever etu ase eno so atu dem deku no madrai bi na eno so atu from wall ba bia ton do bia kwa sounds etu makabe ama bians eto kama FDA for dom stamp no sweat message so na mom ntimi no madrai bi e wona edin fisha dumie no anim ro fisha dumie no anampo so obi ama akoda no for anama me wa fa furo onu madrai bi 0244485632 na mpanifor enso atumi akasa
mera say obatan ana afi why no quick one e di ama ye jesi no papa yes papa
jesi no mesrawa da say ye ko weekend ya bo Champions League na wie ye wram ewo weekend
yes
Manchester coach ni be kwa Chelsea ne be pam no tu ya Chelsea
no de
o ya Chelsea na be jo de ne pam Manchester
Maresca so say e be din o so no so akolusu okobo 2-2 with Brentford road ni difficult
yes
to Old Trafford
yes okobo 2-2 with Brentford and okolusu wo Bayern it wo ba no de ni bre na eba the chance ni bia person di Maresca tia
the Maresca no say the money pass for mo
o ma da obi answer from wwe shall come on team so but you just say
mayu
second one Ukraine etibaje replica just this is here 0203 682641 0547 047771 just bia opebia oba onsanso ebetimi akapide Supremo.
Yes, say Maresca na o twetwetwem come on Chelsea game na you will be doing come on out of media mom drop a question of the day no may say who is your Europa Champions League player of the week and the day atos no bad times players no dey enom ana egugusu ya say Turan no was so Francesco Trincao and so it won't be enra branch ya dan wadi just a modern na no dey pa Marcus Rashford and so e was so na Vlahovic wo na dasui why ane say ji player of the week obeto aba ede ama so obeto bi obeto ama wan ya ka say to bi a
se aka say to bi dia ngofo no player no mde ko na angadi mentias yo Manchester na nya na azeze sa angura pie kwa mo ye adwuma o
no de man you krom on de omu ntimi mobo but omu pie free man you are adwuma no ye pa
ti we de ya kwana
Rashford okay yenti Ghana for so
be mama Rashford
zeo ko alia mama post na se ye hu omu so adwenche omu a omu check
Pedro wa Madina Cruz eso ko enso atimi de Marcus Rashford afei Jan Cantona enso ko de Marcus Rashford Kuku Dazi eso Rashford the best and Odiaba afei me unse Mensa Sadrak se Rashford Kobe Mahrez eso Vlahovic afei Branch Fantas Redu enso ko de Vlahovic na Branch ni root boy enso say go for Marcus Thuram and no Sadiaba C boy as no debate Rashford afei me unse upon Bernard se Vlahovic and Odiaba Steven Mensah and some Eddie Frisignane or say Rashford and also atimi Eddie Abba kama fei Mawusa Joe Garte as a Rashford Linda Hayford as a Rashford a bunch of GTLG as a Vlahovic NBA as a Rashford a bunch of the Richway as a Vlahovic Mafu Edward as a Rashford Benson Walker as a Marcus Rashford Digafa as a Rashford Ojo Daniel as a Kodama Rashford and I just said did this one Capo and also post as a kakra and also no
wo eno obatan de kakra ni na yan share on streaming no as live on Facebook Bruno Melfi say Marcus Rashford and ode about Prince Kwame Morgan say Rash and wokode amano Manu John say Rashi all the way and ode about Kwame Ado say Rash pass Mbappe and on so atwe Daoud Mohamed say Rashford o man Tani Talibo West say boss Rashford and ode mano was say Baba Torres Olise and Cole Palmer and also dinner drenche Diaba Didon Bolasti as a Marcus Rashford and Diaba Evans Boydan so as Marcus Rashford and also Kotiamano O'Reilly Santiago Boss as well Kotiama Rashford Visca Basa and what Frederick Adam was say Adam Frederick say Rashford all the way Ebenezer Yamba as a Rashford and what Kotiamano Kobe Jake say Rashford and what call de amano Bruno Murphy Trincao was so called de amano ho and afi Kwame Legacy was say I like Rashford but I'll go for Thuram and on so atro Yaboa Evans as so beko for Trincao and afi Kosa Prince Vlahovic and what call dem amano Beneza Macau de amasa called the optimistic was say or called the Thuram and I pay George Osu Jetsi as Vlahovic and what called de amano and Odiaba Kweku landlord as a Rashford on any day and what about charity away and some charity bedu was say or charity mom was so call for Rashford and no day and so atwasie and Kama Nuruddin so call for Marcus Rashford you know Rashford tops all Don Summer was say I can't get you on radio okay and crepa say a TV ni Facebook na obinya inti na wako no afi onso wetimi a monitor yen edi efri na bibia kama yenche yen betway coast ne na no pay na indi kakra say weekend dey ko yes ye fa kakra
yes ye fa kakra
ye de ko huhia nti yes
indi kakra
atu achi
because Rapolic no Basunti nipa yes because next week Rapolic
yes
Baba arrested
yes
100 Ghana easy
yes
onu kra na yi no ti pesi akosoro also
easy kra yema course ne adedi kan 41 os BW 1264 7B EA BW 1264 7B EA 41 odds.
Sure.
Dear Bunny 20 odds. BW 1264 81 82 BW 1264 81 82 and here 20 odds. Dear Catway 10 BW 1264 85 27 BW 1264 85 27 uni ade wani wo problem you was your feel when
I feel that na me shana ni e dey o feel where you hu yo ehu na we dey need mam we bi o so dru Adupak pharmacy Adupak pharmacy yes e wo Atonso High School junction do one man say TV no so a board tower.
Wow.
Almost so a monitor so na no.
Wow.
Yeah. Papa yaw. Ene adwuma fo na ho ni nyina. Yes say omo on ma so monitor so. Yeah.
Ti me have fine. Na ene na person ye bibi but say producer o mantimi amama anye de ese me ye. Na say Manson Kwanta ma kwemada no. Say oni sakode onwum bi a too much. Them say no worshiper. Title no ye say I need your love. Yes.
Woman so work for.
Yes.
Woman so work.
Ohima Lusika. Na ye hwesenka committee me amam for hu bibi kakra. Ba hema nyom na no hye. Oni Shatawale ne obrafo nyina wonyom. Ano de oba hema Manson Kwanta enchia o na. Nye easy cry. Me nya abu tietie me no producer okay tie no pay. Tietie an yesi nye easy cry. Earlier on na sack and so a posti. Sack ni Facebook no say sack word na omo de oba hema beto say o nyom with sack bana manfo sheda nim. Say onim nyom to pa nye easy. So the mrepem ye be no producers no mutimi ye we mama
yes commissions ke bia
na say ke ye free ha na nka ko TV but
so wa
inti Manson Kwanta ma ni no na
say na awura mu no Rapolic
consistent na bezi den kan pese me bi kakra na jinja na na ebisa se Rapolic
na na
na kan pese me born nyum na kan jinja na na se obe rap Rapolic kakra
Rapolic do baba
Rapolic weekend
next weekend 27 for
kan pese oni sakode nyum no I need your love no. I need your love.
Capitano
Capitano nyaya ka bi kakra bi si ba dem say
Wontumi e bia obeyes commissions no. But we say numene de no. Na him as yen kan asem na him an
no de no cry. Easy cry, easy. Na em say
ye ka sema.
Oh yes.
Aba.
Rapaholic no. Na ka be say hu ni bibi kakra. My bibi kakra.
Na Rapaholic no udi say you say ticket no unya nye udi adu de na yasa.
Ano de ticket dey
because a homecoming.
Yes.
First of its kind.
Yeah.
It be Babeka ya
be the first to
get when make history no
na bibia ne kama
because
is a producer ka bibia e fa but we dey ma komra producer china Saturday na ye bibi kakra man na ye wo se de no bi se na ma so kwanta ma ye tia de ano pay e won sam no ti ye komra okay ti ye komra
Shamachi Israel Yehuwa Ilahenu Yehuwa Ekad we ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika luvika uvika na Angwa juma no you Yame wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Esentrenia no you Yame wohoda Se uji didia Obeya juma Ye bompaye Shamachi Israel Yehuwa Ilahenu Yehuwa Ekad we ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika luvika uvika na veshika uvika miyodika tode yasak in English in the name of Jesus amen
salam boy Capo Capo chairman I feel chairman baba me akwa
yes
Wontumi 101.3 and afi Wontumi TV atena se na no pay sports buffet and yadem awonsem pi adebebedin komo na yadin 70p enso odiaba Champions League no yeberem na afi yadin komo na afi de wonsam no enso ade abena no pay nemom no yeberem o Manchester no pano me dun komo e Manchester United akacho se enkomo koso ema ene Southam Ratcliffe ade ene wono charter flight ade ko Manchester United o training grounds and near Carrington wo ema meeting ekoso some meeting nyina no between Manchester United wo managers and afem panimfo mu dituma ema Manchester United bobo ko no duma dia wo mu edi no kwa mu befa so mbema Manchester United back on track said beya enuaman so ebetimi akokoma some meeting nyina no ayariasem ekoso reporter ban Southam Ratcliffe no and some fly call ene Carrington with helicopter awode ko do enra na reporter ban say 101 when you direct a conversation with manager IFS Ruben Amorim aman komano and some let me koso na nyina mu no ana Ruben Amorim so komano koso ema won so ewo di onim no ka kire Southam Ratcliffe na de kwasi nyina no and some man so mu anya de atudwa as a manager no hwe kwan a obefa so at Manchester United about back on track said be a man you team no and you man so ebetime kama na manager no SS su dam e ka kire mpanifo se enyo no ana problem na na philosophy one as a manager okuta de man you know so osesa philosophy ne dia na niam ya osesa ene manager no no sembia wo mu gya no kwan am no so akoso stadia next approach na so abeya juma a chese ne report am ngaba ne say o directors and afi co-owners no wo mu eta manager ya chi a wo mu yeso no enso ngabetuma di juma na nuama I come ahead of the game paso our Stamford and as Old Trafford wo mu Chelsea airborne wo mu manasumdue said buyer obetumi abon in any game no and some awasumdwem na nuama etimi akokama ne report for no madeba ya dem the salators ni nyina no dem ba mame the special one Jose and Mourinho ni ani komo Jose enie wono ewo Benfica say wakoko dini juma ngadi amomu enra ana ba say Mourinho akoko du ama Jose assign contract no dini juma di ama Benfica coming say 2027 and some maybe 22 years no ana Jose Mourinho assign day ama team friend Benfica the first training special day one enie one boys no asiaman komodidie and some let me akoso ama nuama etimi akọ di ama Jose Mourinho ya don komo ede banchi Jose areso besa left Benfica etem omaba leveler ese omuo na unim sem trofo ewo Portugal woman start edin komo de fa Jose wo ewo television back home ewo Portugal kromo journalist ono yo ba we reporter ayefan Silva and Pereira warum ekoye ene chese monitoring kakra Jose Mourinho training womu kwatete hwehwe de nuama enso mbesia kono na nsem training no ebusa reporter our community Jose training is still no Jose Mourinho was still number 1 and as a special one said the name for who no emre twam 25 years na Jose edini juma edema Benfica emane kwanam Chelsea wo famu ekofa Inter Real Madrid eba Manchester United Jose abo aduma pa entina reporter no and some training no bema no ebusa nua ba ne said Mourinho esim etiem rebi atom special one still Jose that's a special one and yentim said a conversation no and some esia course abra nua bay e monitor training kakra bra Jose abedu Portugal.
About this, or are they thinking this is a man that's past his time now?
Yeah, so I believe a lot of fans want to believe that a new era has started with a special one at Benfica.
Right, so you still call the special one, that's good.
Yeah, regarding everything that happened in his career, but there's a lot of disappointment also with his recent campaigns for Fenerbahce, for Roma. But even if he won the Conference League, I think there's a lot of disappointment regarding Mourinho. Like he's not that recent. His football is not that recent, you know. And also the FC Porto fans, because Mourinho said that no other club that he has ever coached before made him feel as motivated as Benfica. So I think there's a little, you know, something like the FC Porto fans didn't like about his conference.
He's a smooth talker, isn't he? Look, one more for you.
Area to the Porto for the Omo and some any Mourinho because Jose Mourinho no or no wrestling in Mexico or your Porto Neo Mourinho your favorite. Also Porto no I can't interview I can't celebrate at the FC Porto a man for him say Mourinho no your favorite at the FC Porto say or some Eba Benfica and Temobete after my Jose and Asemunya de my Jose Mourinho. Now Jose our Champions League in the first game about Etienne former club Chelsea, Mami Chelsea, Mami fixtures no matches at Jose Mourinho, and so about ball our Champions League no. Now you need come Jose Mourinho near about ball at the team and friend Chelsea. Our Stamford Bridge or bar, about no away, about ball against Newcastle, about ball Bano Follower Kingston, about Ajax, about Napoli, about Juve. Now what's up on the former club Real Madrid, Mubende at the Ama Jose Mourinho, Real Madrid, Juve, Napoli, Ajax, Bano Follower Kingston and after Newcastle about Chelsea and no Jose Mourinho the fixtures no and the attempt I want some idea but my former legend at the Emma Chelsea Jimmy Floyd Hassan Bank and then some kaka to Daniel Jimmy and from to United say Mourinho back to Benfica say Naniache or Jose Mourinho Bano Mourinho a exceptional man that Jose Mourinho Bano bas san yoma bebre na the Champions League fixtures are ba me don some atudano yentie Jimmy Floyd kaka waka edify Mourinho back and after Champions League games Obebo Ediama Benfica.
To Portugal. I always thought if he would go to Portugal it would be the national team. But it looks like that he's going to go back to his favorite club in Portugal, Benfica, the biggest club. And I wish him all the best. Yeah, he's an exceptional man in football.
He's got some interesting fixtures for him personally in the Champions League to come, which includes going to Stamford Bridge. He also has to go to Newcastle, and then he finishes with another of his former clubs at the end of January with Real Madrid at home. But Chelsea and Newcastle away before the end of October.
Oh, he loves it. He'll love it though, won't he?
Yeah.
He'll love being back in England playing those games. And you know, you couldn't pick it, could you? Chelsea away. At Stamford Bridge being could potentially be his first game. You just couldn't write it, but it'll make for an incredible occasion.
It's a surprise for me that he's going back at this moment.
Jenny Hossam Pine can omo dim come on the fa Jose Mourinho and after the second coming said be Jose ebedini juma dem afana nyama kama Chelsea team no woman legend and na Chelsea kwaje na Bayern Munchen do Chelsea kwaje se womo ho na emu asepa or Champions League no na unim sam na tosin adarabia yo ade atuja say Chelsea betimi agye Champions League no was Chelsea your favorite mbia wonim say Chelsea team no be bia du no mu entimi agye Champions League on the betimi aka say Chelsea your favorite Chelsea betimi agye edu ba bi PSG and the big clubs in the last season omo bo playoff enti we say the New City as Chelsea losing the first game no moment I don't say woman team in Chelsea your favorite to win the Champions League.
No, age has got absolutely nothing to do with it now. You saw what we did in the Club World Cup to become world champions. Had a young team then, had a young team today, and we're just always out there to fight. Whenever we're playing, whenever we're fighting for anything, we go all the way. We try to fight for the highest. We try to aim for the highest, and that is winning the Champions League. I think you guys know age has got absolutely nothing to do with it now.
Chelsea as our monitor Bayern Omboboko no Joko or Bayern team now this season Bayern and Timina Bibia was it Bayern Munchen or Muntimina Bibia Champions League this year and I some Joko dia to da ya ten 70 play to the legend no and some other match Chelsea no din some free as the ever and Etihad campus ever call and the Etihad and the stadium one ya din come no Kevin De Bruyne by homecoming and some other Kevin and Rankoye and so and Fama Nina and Randy coach your friend Antonio Conte you know Anthony Frimu abra na game no ekoso na enra o yesere no Messi kwa enra na enra mo ya den Di Lorenzo the red card and team Antonio Conte abrantia your friend Kevin De Bruyne Frimu 20 am say game no 21st minute and manager no and so you know tin Frimu one to me more and they said they was ball lasting for 26 minutes and so no game no abrantia Kevin De Bruyne and 70p and so the manager I find Antonio Conte what the explanation and some about them to just are very sorry and some general and no SCS or you Kevin De Bruyne and so a film bra red card manager no and some much more my explanation the now and also who said the team no 10 no want to be far more I just say and they were now when you Kevin De Bruyne and film my team no and soon to me and Koso and win the game and I know Yenchen Sama Conte at the two that for Enra Kofaso a play and film.
Mi è dispiaciuto prima di tutto, ma non.
I was very sorry that I had to make that substitution. You know, Kevin was coming back home, but I was also sorry because I knew that him off we were going to miss some of the things that he can do quite clearly.
Era nato,
you know,
in un ambiente dove
he'd come back home. You know, he'd been here 10 years. I was very sorry that I had to make a substitution, but I don't really see that I had any other option other than to take Kevin off. And he understood, of course. He understood. I mean, you know, he's a good guy. He understood why I made that decision. He's got his head firmly on his shoulders, but sometimes, you know, these things happen.
A me è dispiaciuto prima di tutto, ma non.
Yes, I know I am coming across Antonio Conte and I didn't come on a translator, translate and some day am I nano pay Nandra, Kevin De Bruyne and come at them ban Enra Amza Omuria game no one any players and the former players and as any teammates and no more did to my city Ruben Diaz Enra and the players in the play Enra teams so much pictures now Omu didn't come on and Yama come Bernardo Silva and the two just one more game no Kevin De Bruyne a bad dressing room Oma Finipa our Man City Omu camp.
Spent some time with him. He came to our dressing room. He's a very good friend. We miss him a lot, and it's good to see him.
Great reception for him tonight, though.
Great reception. He deserves it, and it's really nice, as I said, to see him. Well, we just spent some time with him.
I know I am coming Kakranra, what day a two away. I am coming across your day 70 play tables say, or share UEFA Champions League goes no. Kevin Kevin De Bruyne, some of Mammy Alain Hala, near New say, or no, and we are seeing your beer body the Enra, and our ordinary Champions League goals echo 50. Nasam or no, and sweating the fastest player, our team and the 49 goals, a Remo, and our 49 games, and some other 50 goals. Our UEFA Champions League, and our players now, na me eremu enso adi omujuma wo ma ball matches no do draw na mom ore Ellen Halana ne dianom 49 games and one day I share 50 goals Ruud van Nistelrooy at the 62 games and a Richie and then 50 goals Leo Messi at the 66 games and a Richie and after Robert Lewandowski at the 77 games eremu 50 goals Mbappe at the 79 games I know dear friend my dear man the fastest no ababaya a branch friend Alan Hala, I didn't some PD to after second no, a corner a manager, I found a Pep Guardiola, and my Pep, and so I Juma Yamo Pep Abaso, and Ra Pep, and then the tactics, oh, game no more, not to Mr. Pep, let's say, and Yama Kokama. At the man na Papa say they say Obekalen Hala sama now oh ball in the maximum oh ball Ronaldo in terms of goals and tana yense goals in the wetimi aka as I said the Allen Hala what do throw what do ho one Messi and Ronaldo no and a basso and no aye goals asem and a manager at the atuda sawaka Halana now ka Messi and after Ronaldo.
What can I say? So the numbers speak for itself. So how lucky and fortunate we have to have him, and just congratulate him because he's alongside in terms of goals and Van Nistelrooy, but especially Lewandowski, but especially with the two monsters that have been Cristiano and Messi during 50-20 years. Erling is there. So in terms of goals, is unbelievable.
James. Hi, Pep.
Goals no unbelievable
tonight.
Can we talk about your form? Obviously 2 seasons ago, Player of the Year. Last season was a little bit more difficult for you, but this season you look back to your best again, or getting somewhere towards that. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair to say. Obviously last year my performances weren't what I'm used to, but I feel like every player goes through them dips. It's just about how you react, and yeah, I've been hungry as ever to get back in the team and just show what I'm about and try and get back to my best.
How is it for you playing in
to start off with a win tonight?
Can we talk about your form? Obviously 2 seasons ago,
come out with D and Sweaty and somebody Pino, the Bob manager Basso Pep Guardiola. Now, or say manager are very exceptional. One son is the Rona Obono number 10 no, and was him or feel free. Now, do all can you say be a manager no, and feel comfortable so no or the player. I have friends of Phil Foden, Eberbono, okay, one and some Eberbo manager no, and make and a suggestion and answer or no, and a chebe be a player. Also, about manager no call here, one no only anything Sembia or no, and so back Sembia on to me and more Nemo, the manager no Becano, and no annual ditum on the row, our ball, our city, Yente Kakra, or Kafao.
To show what I'm about and try and get back to my best.
How is it for you playing in that sort of number 10 role as well now? We've seen you play on the left, we've seen you play on the right, but in the 10 you look at home.
Yeah, I just feel free. It's somewhere where I just feel comfortable. I feel like I can grow into the game, and yeah, I just feel myself in there. Come short, maybe get into the game if I'm not receiving in the pockets, and maybe open up space for others. And yeah, I'm just enjoying it playing in there at the moment.
Could I ask you about further plans into
team and just show what I'm about and try and get back to my best.
How is it for you playing in that sort of number 10 role as well now? We've seen you play on the left, we've seen you play on the right, but in the 10 you look at home.
Yeah, I just feel free. It's somewhere where I just feel so comfortable. I feel like I can grow into the game, and yeah, I just feel myself in there. I can come short, maybe get into the game if I'm not receiving in the pockets, and maybe open up space for others. And yeah, I'm just enjoying it playing in there at the moment.
Could I ask you about further plans?
Well, I know you come out across your day 70 PJ by Phil Foden, and I think the San Comano Edeba Alan Hala, the age you know, say when the age in Enra, your ball game, no, area no pandit for no beer casa, na Obama Theory Henry, or then some Kaka Theory Henry, and somewhere the Kakrabas in the age, a cranny age, you know, and the way I was see Bobon and was a part. Theory Henry there, now Alan Hala cranny age, so 25 years, Alan Hala 2000, and the award no 2000 year, Maza. Na young Kunyase was him or Capo Beatis Crano, the Obey or Champions League, and I said, what football no, and what then what during the pass Alan Haaland with this age or Bajumasa, Yentie Thierry Henry.
Yes, but to be fair, right from the start, City looked well better than Napoli. Very difficult to judge it, as you said, because you know the captain got sent off and rightly so. You can't even complain about that one. So it did change the game. I was personally sad for Kevin De Bruyne to leave the field. You can understand that, obviously. You know, with one man less, you have to do a bit more work off the ball, and the coach can trust him. But overall, you know, it was well deserved. It was about being patient, like Jamie said before, and they find a way, and the way they did, by the way, the pass of Phil Foden, that finish from the monster, we already know when it comes to goals and anything that happens in the box, you know, at his age,
Oh, at his age, who has the age, and some from Jumana Kama, why them and some of the best city for one more boy to my city for young chamo citizens, and I don't pay Yamamu shout out to Nafia Nico, Mammy Gigi Donnarumma. It's a goalkeeper on a ban Oguso or Bojuma, na Osha, Nemotemo de Masitia. So goalkeeper, where Manchester United peg goalkeeper, Manchester Namho, Man City, and some Nakofano or Bayern Wayajuma, or also 2 clean sheet awanya. Manchester Derby or in a free. Or in a 3-0, and a derby and I feel and run so or call 2-0. Now, so the first 2 games, when you 2 clean sheet at them, Amasiri, a Boboko, and no air reporter from Banjese, Gigi Donnarumma, and so Trinity, why them and 70 them and no air reporter, a friend of my dem, a delay and some Atemanado player was so Yenrem Ewa, and Ragam and no cost Newcastle, one more Bomate, Omoya Jumano Yamo, Marcus Rashford, Basso, and 2 goals, and the Filippo team Barcelona and Romuya Juma Nomini Newcastle at the Apuanina or said the Anra Kodai and some Jan Naso Apuajuma Nano Ade on one Sanya man of the match gamer across after Sonia 2 goals at Emma Barcelona. I was in just back na Enram Oya interview for pitching so at Janum Amamina Ninkomona supporters Barcelona for Mobas and just back Enra Wamu yet the bomb some Atema Marcus Rashford Ninano and it's Waya Juma Nina and Marcus Radford and so Ayano Enra and you mean Tenra and post match now for Barcelona supporters no beer born in some Adema Marcus Rashford. And I say, woman and some ball and a branch at the Tonio Temana. Nasa stadium or Bianso Ayakama at Yamaunia de Awonsama de Bench Bassa for the Kakra. Now Omaka and a Teto Kromeja, woman and some body de Wire Donsam as the Ano Pay was shown us live on Wontumi 101.3 and after Wontumi TV, Wontumi Sports Buffet and Yadonsam as the Rashford say is a dream no I one. It's a Nyama started fat Nina say we need Champions League with Chelsea or and Madrid Fanchame or we need Champions League with a team in front of Barcelona and Marcus Rashford and the Atuda Nina say the Quanumata say the dream and it's a Champions League no obe some say with Barcelona Evobokuno.
Confidence to take the shot on. The technique is something I've been practicing and training since I was a young boy, so this bit is probably the easy bit, but it's a great goal. So I'm very happy.
Marcos, I understand that you are so happy in Barcelona. How many seasons you want to play for this club?
As many as possible, we will see, but I just have to focus on trying to do my job and to help the team in whichever way I can. So today is a very good day, but on the weekend we have to do again.
Did you dream of winning the Champions?
Atuja Marcus Rashford as Obasa or J Champions League with Barcelona and I am commodim Atuja Donson Pino at Benra Pedri and Rana Nemotemana no say at the Emma Barcelona na and fan way any opportunity and so you real game on a Pedri selfie our game no I support and where there said anything and so Mozita be Saudi Phobia and one also any opportunity on a Pedri and some selfie at 70 Pino as the Benra Pedri born na no say na you real game the catch one pano and so post course a postino a casa ni new favorite footballer and ye so send favorite I Pedri masa and ram the born na no dey pa which we say oyinkonya and some game num amanuama ya kama Pedri no say Barcelona and some favorite no say obia bo akrana baso and no I report a few of them Anthony Gordon and the atuja Newcastle team no say one ball and one ball with Barca na kire as so met me compete you say the say woman say on one lose the mo team ni and we ball on boy just a team no and so much more compete with anyone team bia no woman Newcastle o met me no wabo ye some Anthony Gordon at the tuda amadeba manager no so at the kakra eso so the house and chances no womu enya bi o chances o munya ya 2 big moment at the Ekoma Newcastle and mo ball ese no kanu torneta and can Newcastle team no ke cast and for NBA na ka game na drawn game against Barcelona so 2 big chances na no say say no nemom obabo ni players na baso ma yaduma den every ama Newcastle manager Eddie Howe ekasai.
A lot of effort, a lot of commitment, a lot of heart from the players. I thought it was a good performance without being a great one, and to beat Barcelona I think it needs to be a great one, and yeah, we had the chances two big moments in that first half we take, and ultimately when you concede the first goal, the game swings on that moment. A lot of effort, a lot of commitment, a lot of heart on the players. I thought it was a good performance without being a great one to beat Barcelona. I think it needs to be a great one, and yeah, we had this as two big moments in that first half we didn't take, and really when you concede the first goal, the game swings on that moment. A lot of effort, a lot of commitment, a lot of heart.
Two big chances in the first half. It's me a resolve and almost convert here. Nanka story near different because first half name why a day. Edema Barcelona coming as a two no and some more first half and Kabwai. And Manuamaya come on that Barca team say I know it is a board of board members no it's me MET and they way a Spotify and Penny Fano and some Newcastle and Komoko so Nina so many Spotify in common say Ome extend Omo contract no and some moment general contract extension and one meeting and Barcelona members no one board and the members no meeting no Emmanuel come executive nisha Emmanuel come and Teresa and check Barca at the announcement about say Omoni Spotify one more and common no some Matimako Kama Yate and some play La Liga and Penny for catch Barcelona so one third kate no as almost a sun numbers no watch in the color one more at them at so me and a white nafe and my visibility and some kama and this our born now I want to Barcelona players in the numbers no need no and some confusing referees no and to report about the La Liga Mrano and some let me force Barcelona as omo ensesa omo Jason Chino nafe omo anya no white numbers nafe dino and some anya white no Barcelona report feel La Liga and penny for teba ya dem and some play them Barca so say Spotify come new no nanka omo game against PSG omo ya say ne omo to me about game no reporter and say yes license no and some anyame do ye and no idea and no and so to me a reporter and say come ni one woman trust a day as a Barcelona to me about reporter and say Barca for no woman ya the announcement about some game against PSG woman ever bomb our Monju can no a reporter ever omumbo our Spotify come new and no a Barca I say report omo dia banes omo and ya confirm e dia ma say nya de say ne o me to me about PSG and so Spotify coming into Monjuko and a Barca and the PSG and so game never come and then one Garcia where goalkeeper the Barcelona you see and run the performance Emmanuel Kama you see and they also Luis de la Fonte or a match to be until Spain a coach no reporter but was say there I'm saying a branch with the chances at them I'm a national team no air cost increase our the Matema one some airport you and somebody play no a reporter about Ballon d'Or say Ballon d'Or no 69th Ballon d'Or and na paso aka 3 days na yekoyi winner why and win Ballon d'Or no why and ono some fa Ballon d'Or no na fe and you my camera reporter ben said Dembele yate say Ousmane Dembele o my inform no some ono a winner of the Ballon d'Or aka 3 days and 9 hours no and some bus reporter ben say information no and ya Richie and Ousmane Dembele and some say kwambia say womo at the Ballon d'Or award no and some what man Frankie Dion and a Ballon d'Or no mo say why the winner what deserve Barcelona players in here okay at the mano Sembia bought Lami Yamadi and Sembia and any other player I want no Barcelona okay namom or say Dembele and Sojia na nibaje because former player at the Barcelona and FM almost standing a good relationship and he say omo the award no and some at the Dembele okay and after Barca for okay more good relationship with a boy and Frankie Dion and some de Atuja yate and somebody play by Luis Enrique a coach at the PSG you say I'm say Barca omo and some Champions League omo at Maya and a boy at the last time omo and some Sakabi na was say a dreamy ni dream no and it's a one day obesa coach Barca was one day say obesa bana for coach and the Barcelona Luis Enrique and them and the San Pino and them but the Masa Kawakatano womu at the Champions League team of the week and some Madaba womu at the Abrantia I friend say Kelon Mbappe and some Remu our team of the week no and no Damarasa Kawakatana we do womu Samadeba goalkeeper no womu Efa Abrantia Ruli our them as Ama Olympique de Marseille Boboko no womo efa no anafe womo fa Gramado wano ejemu dema Brando Oliver Kimson Van Dijk Liverpool McAllister and some by womo efa Brentia efense ne Marcos Llorente and some di ebemo womo de Fabian efa PSG womo fa Pedri efa Barcelona anafe Marcus Rashford Barca and some di ebai and Mbappe our Madrid Trincao no our Sporting CP ono so di ebemo we Damar Sakwa Kata no womo a Champions League team of the week no and ya dem awon pi ade aba na mame ene manager na yenim komo ene Xavi Alonso mama Alonso ne nkasa kakra ewo ene Madrid because Madrid for no nso kan bibi kakra na unim say training session na baba so wom ye training area pre-match baba so and afem omo ebe say no omo aba announce ene players omo tebeko weekend game womo ebe ball eno eye Madrid team no report am dawane shisaya eno ekoso edema manager aye fene Xavi Alonso and your den some p and some Mateba Jude Bellingham Jude nie and training na kwaso bibia come training no and okay team and shada kabo madia yenya bi ehwe e TV no so na Jude say report am say can say obenya minute against Espanyol na especially ya say an 11 game samienu no unia and some obenya minute say good news as the Real Madrid says onya Jude say mbia o game against Espanyol and say o game against Levante wano ebenya minute and very good news adema Madrid boboko na mo derby no eno Atletico Madrid and afa Real Madrid just 100% so much ne de unia ebetimi start and 90 obetimi abo ade ama Madrid boboko no eno report for the Madrid way Jude Bellingham on your didn't some no from Barcelona Mandi and so akasana asia Armandi and sama what them to do Xavi Alonso the best option at the Madrid boboko no say Alonso ne de said experience our former and some ball under managers we pray or ball under Carlo Ancelotti or ball under Mourinho or ball under coach Pep Guardiola managers ne pray and one more to make experience no and some betting up Alonso as succeed our Madrid and no and some of them to the 70 no and some Debano Panamecatro said in Horizon player at the Madrid omu appeal and some yesterday on say appeal no Madrid at the consent red card no one more overturning and my boy no nanka game against Espanyol onto me my ball and former team no yase omo reject appeal Madrid reporter be said the horizon diano the yatem and say anhwaya Madrid said no panameka na Madrid for say ombeko court and no Spanish court and omo do maniche omo ka say adey ana musisi asa ase de bia Madrid de bia wo mu asisi wo Madrid fans man for say Madrid fans atam complain about refereeing and I reported from Mateba don some no after meba anu ansu fati yamana baso anu Monaco making it debut no ama osego and I said 90 plus anu onya ni go no omulusu 4-1 na mom ansu fati ebo monte and so aya juma kama former player and so Matema Barcelona wano edini juma no and so Atema Monaco adi ensem no pedeba na unim sa Paul Pogba yese no what on bibia ya kama on say training no omuso say edema no say edumre bia omde ne baba be ka first team no ho na omatima training abom ese waba awani team ni nyina so trainer bibia ya kama ate ama Paul Labile Pogba eno I report from de be don some no and some de ema na anope e so no so anya sameto Richard Galak Arsenal Peniba ko anu adijuma as managing director Richard Galak onye na reporter ban say oma promoting no e say on CEO adema Arsenal eboboko nche say Richard Galak nie wonom enso ebetini juma say CEO ave ama Arsenal boboko no enom ba Victor Pereira e say udu Wolves ono so e say new deal and omotem amana to 2028 oya juma ate amomo no I report about Anna Slot Remu our Ayas na akodabi ball Ayas defender ye fani Yuri Bas akodani nie na akodawe ne bo nehu pa yase I've asked this Liverpool for no help na Anna Slot Remu akranu so a contract until 2028 na se ombe didi wo pa so ombe so ombe hudia just say oto o turn out of contract eno kakra fi o de be de eno ensam eno no team no aba akomia me say atena se de ensam no pi aba Leo Messi Messi enso any Inter Miami omuguso edin komo ni nyina de so me reach agreement na fe Messi be say o retire ewo Inter Miami eno report aba enti contract o me de be ma Messi no ya we say Messi ebetima gini juma no na fe ono so retire Leo Messi e say yes ni priority ne say obe defend World Cup 2026 Messi adeba kwa always obe defend Messi wow Messi versus o defend the title.
Interesting story.
Messi to defend his title. Where a World Cup title.
A lot of questions now Bebusa.
Also,
it is not all about Messi. Yeah. It's about Argentina as the national team. No?
Sure.
More the quality to defend it. And then no question.
Messi won't
Debbie.
Messi nkwase bia nkwa wo defend title no de Eddie
I'm say okunu mu ayedin
unu ya say obeso defend
because we have team ne dia kwa more players who ma compete media 2026 World Cup na compete
okay
currently we check the FIFA rankings are the third best national team in the world
okay
so it's third best national team in the world. It is a third best national team in the world. They are meaning say Capo obetimi akono akwakoye bibi no akwaje title ne de asine na so and there is no problem at all. And I think some more young boys be so almost system Thiago Amada mo Simeone there is still Lautaro Martinez, Julian Alvarez. O has a squad ni nyina omode bana Enzo Fernandez mo no ombetimi akobwa timi aye bibi de Argentina national team no.
Messi
say Nico pass more craft democratic career
of course no
they
bad
could actually be doing something better, something very strong pass on bit media. Also I had to say the French national team J 2018 World Cup no yako 2022 no be any said ka France national team ni ba be diegu but she squad almost a parade the buy Chouameni, Adrien Rabiot, Antoine Griezmann, more the experience. There was still Kylian Mbappe in the setup. Then Olivier Giroud and Timmy Ambe starting games and far more. But let's not forget say no more Kolomu and the Munis are boys in India and crank it Omuba walk up ne be hard drink. Open mekano mo. Oh, kunati mo Omuba and betiti amount for sa. Elana Messi therefore ya and a original born home de ma
Musumuru
Argentina team walk up in this year Monaso. So they can do it.
Okay,
they can do it. I'm very interested in that story, but let's see how it will go. But I think say Messi will
go for so.
Oh, we must so
France for no so Mbappe. Any affair less than the will become Mbappe so.
What say France for no sawa under 21 squad be o mo no mo nya remo.
Yeah, fe no mo so fe.
Lenny Yoro Mune, Rasheki.
Yeah. Yes.
Sa set no so.
No so.
O mo nya remo into the senior team no.
Yeah. Afi no moba.
Na
France squad
even the main team na nkasa no kra no afi na manu kone any opportunity awram yenya experience Jean-Philippe Mateta
yeah serious.
They have a very good team.
Near World Cup next year the action
they have a very good team. They have a very Michael Olise form no so no
yeah easy
and worship pop
Abu Sumuru say or can will be artists on the defending the or also be defending the title.
Oh yes, Argentina can defend
record sake now free.
But for the I think Argentina will try to be the first nation in a long period of time on bit magic the World Cup pasaba be defended.
Okay.
Because it has been very difficult. Brazil muna na yes anyo mano. Brazil no no be defended. What Pele no be defended. But if you want to very difficult, even if you are starting to pick it from 1990 coming to 94, 98, 2002, 2006, it has been very difficult for any national team to win the World Cup and then defend it.
Difficult task this time no Messi any team no team yes
you say no so the be man I proud near say Messi level no gina say no just giving people that work for him obe deliver am
okay
they said the 2022 man confirm be adwuma na man they aka bi ajan no
enu anu hia
na say 2022 there were games emu ye dia you could feel say Messi mama for hunu say there be would mo nya adwuma no Montaki de akabia munya mame against Mexico.
Yeah.
On bobo na Messi baby aduru de Rodrigo de Paul momo no.
I go wake up.
De aka no munya mame. We na Montaki na munya bibia de aka no munya mame.
Interesting.
Against Australia. Yeah. The same thing. So munya adwuma na de aka no munya mame.
Wow.
So there were certain games ono so be adwuma no be for take the shine.
Yeah.
What I say, but there was crucial games at the World Cup. And Messi told them, he said, no, you do baby X factor now. The munya ho the mami.
Yeah.
Born with the mami. Adi akabiya. Me.
Oh.
If you know also Portugal for no so yema Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Now Ronaldo so ni almost so yes I dey say because Vitinha, Nuno Mendes, Jan Neves. What did they make? Me omu coach ni the minini. Me Portugal coach ni because you are man of the golden generation of the Belgium national team. At the critical stage, I was expecting some tactically about to the opponent no digui.
Went to me. Coach Okuta lack back also no.
Roberto Martinez went to me. Also the Wigan edge the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Back in England. But with the national team I doubt unless they say Ronaldo money team ni na di team say there be World Cup aye ko idea. May there are certain parts of the game do also Portugal players in Nigeria Ronaldo. There are certain moments to say the na Messi dey na wo da munya adwuma no. Do maybe amunya dey aka na Ronaldo.
No one lead the center.
For example, the Nations League final. Do maybe amunya adwuma na sa Ronaldo no do maybe a goal ni draw on be do be amunya na Ronaldo gina no.
To you say Argentina for the year adwuma na Messi than Portugal for the year adwuma.
Oh, until recently I can say Nations League ni a perfect example of how the Portuguese team who Ronaldo say. The difference between Messi and Ronaldo is and Ronaldo players teammates now when you're more Portugal no. They are players no more idolize Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
A lot of them will love to see Cristiano Ronaldo win at the end of the day.
Okay.
What did they mention as
Messi
sukunya a team where dream maybe no omoni Messi na nyina bom ti no mu Messi itu be kaya World Cup 2018 World Cup 2014
okay
eno na Mario Götze then the koto dwe ball Palacios ne Gonzalo Pipita Higuain
yeah
omu feel say da bi ye ne ma ya adwuma ne fama ne fa kwaji udi da bi ye nya sa adwuma no but the current crop of Argentine players so idolize Messi, Rodrigo de Paul, Julian Alvarez, Romero, Nicolas Otamendi. Sa boys ni nyina de bani nyina. Emiliano Martinez squad no number 1 until free Arsenal eko PMU Aston Villa. O sha say order go ni bi no. Ana ne so ban faso a enei obey number 1 the Argentina national team no. Iti omumienu nyina na gina stage aba I think say Messi dey ne bantem so onya players omo idolize na they will play for him and be dedicated for him. Ronaldo aba benya BCC so World Cup here there nim na be kire.
Azewo.
World Cup here there nim na be kire. Because Nuno Mendes one say boys they idolize Ronaldo.
But football entimi nye fair to
Rafael Joao Felix Munyina they idolize him.
Yeah. But to me football entimi nye fair to Ronaldo without World Cup.
You see, football always has a way of paying you back. They be a mekasa say me say what the football car a drum maybe there ya obetua. Na Ronaldo da obetua ne kana either say be 2026 and I say tua ne carry.
Oh okay.
Emre ne nkrabia ne be kire.
Okay.
Ba me gitum ye say Open Nations omo betimi akọ perform at the World Cup 2026 etimi agia untimi nyi Portugal fan film. So maybe some way somehow football ever find a way to pay Ronaldo.
Okay.
And I think say ade ebema wiase nyina atam dini say Ronaldo World Cup back Messi World Cup back because this omo your two generation and they can't afford to leave the scene abra back party World Cup. I had to say Diego Maradona any World Pele.
Yeah.
You see World Pele era ne nyomo be ye nyina nya World Cup je. Maradona nyomo be ye nyina nya World Cup ye dey. Eje. Me I believe football no we mu mienu abe define a certain era. I'm sure say benya bi na che. I feel football is normal. What you say? Say we share 30 goals you who is all ya dey bro so.
Yeah. Judimpa.
They say we share 40 goals a season you who say hey. But when me no era no we share 40 goals 30 goals na who is say wonya dey. O achire. The every season obj trouble when timi anye wo ballon d'or no.
Yeah.
na see a real season a real she performance Schneider done a for Inter Milan you could world best Ballon d'Or near come on there be one more error no certain things that ye near who say exceptional this time around no and I hear who say exceptional this time around no or more time now no more boni na no more peak no Capo na normal it will be crana ye who say onye and omo defining an era for 15 years 16 years 17 years Capo we mu mi enu ade omo de football aduru no baby omo de football duru ye na the height of omo na duru maybe near the goals in the differentiate omo between one and beje Ballon d'Or omo na best sound the narrative around the qualities of winning Ballon d'Or and kebe character ye be team performances ye be individual performances but omo enu timi tanya omo timi kabo ma omo boboso because ye be season we had the trophy ye be season we had the man of the match ye be season no we had decided games Capo, it they are never tell muntem. No individually. Sure. The goals of Mummy no. A share and I bet you muntem. It's World Cup 2026 yeah. A man in Crabia. And in Crabia. Yen I won't tell you. You won't tell you. And actually, I'm one day. And in Qua. Namin Fama. And the Radu Yamobo. No fandom yet. No, we'll be there. Yeah, of course. Capo, now to the Champions League. Yeah. Interestingly, Wednesday, Thursday, Yentimiama. Yeah. But you enjoy a solid group of games between Tuesday, Badibesi, and Ra. Now, Wednesday, we had a taste of whatever game that happened at the Allianz Arena. No? And no home common. Yeah. But I think, sir, football is all about moment. There is only one thing I'll say about that game. No about Enra games in the show. Football is all about moment. And especially when it comes to the Champions League. That is why I always say this is a competition. It is the greatest. Okay. Because when take your moment, no, I'm fine. You be papa. I'm my results. I'm fine. My club. At the end of the day, we susa me bobo. Me say. So now the Champions League is not all about playing beautiful football. At the end of the day, the Champions League is not all about creating enough chances without utilizing the chances. The Champions League is all about capturing your moment and making sure so be some fast war. It is a real game, no. Chelsea supporters ni bebre na you create chances bebre. You create chances bebre. And Kaweki share first go aketimi ba say there be Champions League ni nkomo sa. You didn't say. There be any Champions League nkomo sa. Ye Champions League nkomo ni say you no share say. Results ni say. Enyankanka. Tebi. Okay. Ekanka kebeko back. Come City beka say, hey. Ekanka Real Madrid say you utilize your chances say Kamadu then you free mo. Yeah. Liverpool bought 2 Champions League finals. Yeah. Being in Real Madrid. Liverpool come back say Enka Mohamed Salah and Pran kan nsemu ya. Ni semo mu anka share dey ke share Real Madrid Champions League mebo. Anka Sadio Mane boy ya or boy ya tubu kotwa. I didn't say trim ye day. Yeah. And Ketoneta and can come on Debbie different Champions League in Comosa. You really and you Vinicius Junior home come call fast to tap a ball in last push the ball the net. That is the kind of discussions we are having now. Okay. It you create chances your boy any at this stage of the competition is something maybe you make their show crying. Say be why are there subsequent games you could do well. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you've lost 3 crucial points, and that is how the Champions League comes about. But a learning curve demand this particular young Chelsea team. A learning curve demand a learning curve demand experience-wise in the Champions League, Reece James standing tall. Over this particular Chelsea team, yeah. Cole Palmer, any city a boka crack, but no, a crucial player for Manchester City whilst he was there. As compared to Chelsea or the main man. The first night he made sure so also deliver and he scored a beautiful goal. Kopama man a chance for right half space in the Mobekun. Obe passable into the net here quickly. Fast the amount. But there's something about Vincent Kompany and the Bayern Munich team I'm in love with them. I think they are getting their pieces together. First, now can you mu ya day, but a more quality to compete any single team in the UEFA Champions League. But the problem will still boil down to Adia Vincent Kompany Obeye say do crucial stage. I still think he's still learning on the job. me do to me still na osua nyoma wo adwuma no so. He's not perfect yet. Obeshia coaches bi a coaches ne so bebo ne pa. Okay. But it was a good start and history has already remained. Bayern Munich normal about 21 opening games in the Champions League. The last time they lost the game was 2002-2003.
The normal opening game.
Especially almost a Bon Alliance.
Yeah, home grounds.
Very difficult. And this is a competition. It honors history.
Yeah.
Champions League will always honor history. It's in a baby, a copy to the final. Nothing changes about it. You catch also before from Begia. It will definitely go to that tangent. Now, so last season, you catch will be as a new team.
Yeah.
And you're the only BDJ. So the competition knows its history. In Nimbabia, Efa, Nisaka, they was a Nisatimi day. Chelsea will do better. They will just learn. It's a learning curve. They will just move on. No more more, then they will come in. Because I remember Man United played Bayern Munich. Onana, you're born one Namnesasi. He mistakes Onana. That game was a game I was even close. Game near and 4-3 in favor of Bayern Munich. Saka United so because Kawe and Kawe see ya. It's just a lesson that you need to learn from it. I did am Eric Ten Hag and they say assembly see in once you are very free. What I say? But Enzo Maresca is one coach I believe said he will learn a lot from that particular loss and push this Chelsea team to the limit. Then to end our games, you know. Yenin common for Antonio Conte kakra. You see, I believe Antonio Conte will always have the reputation as a coach out in the bar. Ye basi yenji league go beti miaji. But ye kasi ye more the Champions League, you know, and Fanka League, you know what? Me just so beti miabo. There are few Italian coaches are. Ye kasi bo no mo boy and ankasa no mo ya de pa. Inti, for example, we obiti se Carlo Ancelotti the nisi one ma the Don. The Don performance or die as a player the ma AC Milan no na esronko. He remains one of the coaches o ma bobo na je Champions League ni bida abe coach as ayede aje Champions League bida. All bon one once the famous AC Milan team Arrigo Sacchi mo share the buy no. Carlo Ancelotti found a way to win Champions League there twice. As a coach, or the AC Milan AGB, or the Real Madrid so I day, Akoji Champions League nibi. The status as a player for AC Milan is well established. Say, or a Champions League winner. The status as a coach is well established. So a Champions League winner, AC Milan also a Real Madrid. Fast forward, there's Antonio Conte. Me to me say, per one particular coach. What dominated the talents you are? Pa! Wontumi sign di ho enfentwe mu fa nkono. Eyo no. Na mom, oyi no free league nim. Na aka se me de uko Europe, me de uko si wono me se ko bon ho moden na di dwuma mamia. Na e ho no question say pija de ba. But this is a coach during the days I know see akai. He won the Champions League in 95-96. Peso Tomo. Ciro Ferreira, Paulo Sousa, Didier Deschamps. That Juventus team in 1995-1996 almost Ayas on penalty shootout, a Champions League, you know. Now Antonio Conte is a part of that particular squad. Let's not forget, say, in 96-97, no a runner-up in the Champions League. 97-98, no a runner-up in the Champions League. 2002-2003, no a runner-up over the Champions League. Etika checking a record no as a player. Capo, Kenya bad. Me win is a Champions League in the crown to have the opportunity to win it. Number one. Now number two, what's any opportunity to play about 3 finals? Capo, a privilege. The man was a player, and a real single player biano a privilege the man. But obey a coach no. Obefa Juventus team ne di omobedi dwumani nyina no e wo the Champions League mu no. Capo obre. Okwa quarter final. Okwa round of 16.
No film.
No film. Because untimi nkuta Arturo Vidal, Paul Pogba, the famous Bonucci Bazzagli Chiellini centre back partnership. na on franco remo Champions League games ni European games mu na wo mre na results no untimi fa wo sense obo nka se da bi me set me akabi Capo 15 wins in the Champions League, 14 draws in the Champions League, 14 losses in the Champions League, accumulating 59 points or averaging 1.37 points per every single UEFA Champions League game.
Wow.
Elfem. Inti De Laurentiis be kakra. Because De Laurentiis be feel say as a manager there and can prepare so wadru no ka wosan ka atimi ye dai utimi kuku anim na GBB de Napoli and then no anajo quite unfortunate to see starting game na no nya red card the team nya red card. De Lorenzo difficult task far away. Napoli ankasa before that particular game no mun ko England and ko she team there wo England no
Sakudi red card.
Sakudi red card. Ana City. I didn't take away day. A careful. I think he's a top coach. But moving forward, team be our ambition be I say or G League or Beko Champions League. Now I heard the come to G League ni we be obe pamono. No akofo before the number. Na the pakra be two competitions na dia mano.
Wow.
Because the Kakono. Emwa. Ba league G pa die. So the country be suwon says G League ni mame.
Champion.
Marathon.
League champion.
And can new format is crack as a league.
Really a league format pa.
Ba unya all combine two competitions, especially the Champions League and the league. I think Antonio Conte was huge bad luck with that. But as a player, they were successful no. As a coach, ka Champions League ne so be kan one. Ka be dem sonko. Barcelona team of 1992 are from the dream team. Barcelona team of 2006, the La Masia Babes, under Frank Rijkaard. The Pep Guardiola era of 2009 to 2011. The dream team of 1992, Capo, Barcelona, good goalkeepers, Andoni Zubizarreta Mobeba. The 2006, Barcelona benya quality players by goalkeeper na Sheki Kakra. 2009 to 2011 they na enye kra Pinto. And never this.
I can't go keep Pinto.
DJ Pinto.
Hey, Basa for the demand yem si wo
or never this. By Pempi na they na cover so the more money said they had a quality midfield, a quality defense and a quality attack. A proper well balanced team. Because who was spine off even 2006 who was spine off Rafael Marquez ne Carlos Puyol or Deco or Ronaldinho now Samuel Eto'o top squad. 92 dream team had Pep Guardiola in that team. Edeba. But the 2009 to 2011 squad no Guardiola nkrano. Enya the same Puyol. But Puyol be free mu mane be Gerard Piqué. And there was Sergio Busquets. There was Xavi Hernandez. There was Andres Iniesta. And there was Lionel Messi. Sa spine we no. Goalkeeper bi omudi ni two bi na ekataso.
Cover.
Now ukunyo opportunity ni when we create chances be really at Barcelona. Because ball na ye ball 90 minutes the Barcelona nko be control ball no 70 minutes. 20 minutes no ahwa benya shot na chire baako. Penalty box mu baako na set piece corner.
Keeper no ball ne man so.
Ball ne sheda man so. Then Luis Enrique team no be share 2014-2015. Ivan Rakitic ni Busquets mo ne MSN. Messi, Neymar, Suarez. But they had an unbelievable goalkeeper in the shape of wine. Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And the PMA, the ABC Sabri. But I think the most important signing of Barcelona for the next 2 or 3 years is Juan Garcia.
Good goalkeeper.
Extremely solid.
Very goalkeeper.
Okay? The calmness, anticipation, reflexes, ball playing abilities. Because maybe not hardly do Barcelona get 2 goalkeepers in one. Vardes ball no nimbo. What you say?
Yeah.
Bebane Chiena no a suspect. Pinto ball no bebobi. Bebane Chia crowd no crowd de kun. Testing a banner chia no nimchepa. Bedroom maybe not a bono na Barcelona supporters in this kakra. You go boy free chira. This a Busquets drop here na Busquets abefa. But Juan Garcia among 2 different things altogether. He can play so well, and the composure. What I say is ready to be a Barcelona number 1. Capo. It is not easy to be the number 1 goalkeeper for Barcelona, especially about pressure Barcelona in recent years. Just against one Captain Samban Nebono. Or if it no about with deserve so number 1. Meboa. Omakofa Wojak Shexney Dinaba, who came to have an unbelievable story with the Barcelona team. Unbelievable. From retirement to one of the best players for Barcelona last season. There was nowhere Barcelona for Bekache say you top 5 players last season for them. Bekache say Wojak Shexney non count. Crucial moment throughout their season. Crucial saves certain moment of the season.
Oh.
But Chibi, no ye. Obi of retirement haba. But then why relax? Tiachiri say he's guided, and Juan Garcia is so lucky to have Ter Stegen. Oh no, ne de Barcelona J treble, and Luis Enrique.
Oberman experience.
And they still want Chesney.
And the guy is doing everything to help him.
What is it? What is Chesney? What team come on? Say there be me person me buano.
Yeah, Obuane pa.
So I think he's an important, and he's the reason why I started season with Barcelona. Said that embre bebreu because Bonwa yi.
A cemetery.
And I'm more short to be afraid. Conf watching if also say plan the one at all.
Oh, Kobabo Hombre. Why? Na mami o say
the GPO command center.
I'm call Michael Omra na you know about Michael baby now aba. Na wa be share no mama because say na see run more of CAF
Champions League in so
yes. Yeah, be sure inti. Mama Mike Omra na down ho bra. Na Mike, the sporting man is here. Bonnie shoes pa nya me to a senior man no pay me watch easy what trying to learn massa bro penny
the names of my history sir why are there it was nice bobo history no go misa na camera for anyway o man ba adwuma na
eno omo ho na ase mi hu omo
so me yejume
ne de nti ese Shadrack na ya na obo kakrakra
eso maso omo men
so mo de ozenra holiday ni ya itim so mo de to aso
omo ko ye ni bi asante me
ye
omo no mo ko chae ende sade ye nkase yo sa
yezo mabre
abrafo no kra no mo ye adwuma
omo gre and omo ye adwuma na mo so mo ma
that's the lighter side but I am mo na mo nyenti
oh yeah of course that
is I am more
oh yeah
but God being so good we are back
oh yeah
sure. Champions League matches of course I understand why people demand results from Chelsea in terms of how they expect the team to play and almost expectations of Chelsea team no.
Okay.
What club world championship waje? Then Ode Nam Town, we are the champions of the world. So whenever you are to play a game, then the rest of the world would expect you to turn up. But again, circumstances. So Chelsea in the ball be area of fear Kobeshano. Anameboa. Then it would have been a good opening game for Chelsea. So it is not about Chelsea's team. It is about Fishano Mokobo anymore.
Okay.
The opponent. How consistent they have been our Champions League in him, the venue, how intimidating it can be for any opponent at Woko Allianz Arena, and then the Chelsea team ever battered. They are inexperienced at stages of this nature. So, some factors here are my bubbles. It will culminate in affecting Chelsea against such an opponent. And Kobeshia Bayern, match day 5. Trust me, it could have been different. But in match day 1, timing of the game are very crucial. But all the same, you have to give credit to Vincent Kompany. I think that Sanya Maresca, Luis Enrique in the Club World Cup final against Paris Saint-Germain. Sape personal company, Maresca in this game. 1, how they overloaded the midfield and then the man marking. 2, how by a trigger or more press just to push forward and settle Chelsea. 3, how they were able to keep their shape, especially at the back. Chelsea team, they have very good individual players, but they lack the experience and character of playing in a competition like the Champions League. And it comes with time. It comes with consistency. Oh, Bonne Dutu Muno na wunya. Osha team yidiha. Kaisedo na. Ye hailing say on the mid defensive midfield Bono. That was his first ever Champions League game obo. Cucurella, he might have enjoyed some good time, but Champions League proper way an initiation into the competition. And it goes for a chunk of the Chelsea players, but maybe 1 or 2 be. Enzo Fernandez, Cole Palmer, Reece James, Diakano, they are having a taste of the competition proper for the first time in our careers. The Ayana Air for all of them as a collective to show up with that character you expect on big Champions League night. And that is the difference. But it is good that they are able to have these experiences and they learn from them, even including the coach Enzo Maresca. Because on the day, there were some of his coaching, you could ask questions about it. His reaction, you could ask questions about it. I've heard a lot of Chelsea folks on my bar because na Andre Santos no there na on your crown and when you're starting bed because big Benaji say Reece James won fin. No about Andre Santos won fin no. A dance. Why not play Reece James at a natural position? Then use Andre Santos who is cut as a midfielder. And in the primary role no overuse no. When you in hindsight, and I believe just as you are making observations in the same vein, coach and also making observations, they will review the game when they do the debriefing. They will do all these things and then they will know how to go about it. But I think I will side with Akomia when he says that the Bayern team should not just be looked at lightly. See a share buy and say, oh, no, they are actually a good side. On any given day, Omubetmia Rabi shoulders with the best across Europe. What shall Bayern and how they set up, how company uses them. First and foremost, the credit to company should even be outside on the coaching here tactic strategy. Bayern your team one, coach here especially with player management. So Thomas Tuchel, he had issues with player management. Then eventually, I was see a second. Now for company to step into this dressing room, get these players to believe in him, and then overcome the dressing room politics. I think that is impressive.
And no cry a plus.
Yeah, because baby, I could do or he notice or near Chenase, our form into Honjo. But it's been smooth and peaceful. It means there is a certain leadership qualities you've brought to bear. And I think a positive man management on the part of Vincent Kompany. Joshua can make money or more and or more dressing room. No more courses stay. You who's more problem makers, quote unquote. Not necessarily so more bonnet for or moody bonnet, but there are powers in the dressing room. You don't usurp. With Thomas Tuchel, he wanted to usurp such powers. May you remember. I think company has handled this very well. And Ama dressing room, no, it looks like all the players want to play for him. Check out a Hurricane.
Yeah.
On the pitch, he starts as the striker.
Yeah.
But his involvement in the game, it speaks volumes. Or in the Jim Kemek acting like a leader should act. Manonoya, from the back. Clearly, you could see the communication, the kind of rapport, relationship existing between coach and then the players. It is beautiful. Then the coaching comes in.
And the leadership qualities, no.
Excellent. And because one at in the game during the active career Oboko, so that he was captain.
Yeah.
That Man City dressing room, what does almost stars or muni stars, you know. Sika to me manipa dasu buying brady. So to have players in the dressing room who makes good money, and then for him to be able to get them together to play to a cause there, for a cause there, I think that was CPBD free moon. Then it's helped him, and kudos to the man management skills, coaching. So if you know what company did with Burnley, then you would appreciate the coaching levels, and that's how come. Nanya surprises said Chelsea were looking for coaches. He was one of the coaches they interviewed. Bayern, although he might not be their primary candidate, but they trusted in his coaching ideals. So as a coach too, he does well, and to me, he owes a year some kind of commendation. Kudos. So Wontumi share Chelsea by 3-1. Then to the other result, there are games in the Champions League. A levy for moments like Liverpool, Atletico Madrid. And it's not because Liverpool team.
Okay.
You see, two sides of the coin. Liverpool are 2-0. Yeah, better team and I 2-2. But the true and true Liverpool fan believed, say, the injury time winner and a last minute winner will once again come for Liverpool. And the mark of every great side. When Madrid were winning the Champions League, Patupano, check their comebacks. Precisely, Chelsea away at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid. Now a game at Chelsea, I show maybe
you game no cry.
But check the comeback, and then your last minute.
Oh yes, Rodrigo.
And your second half.
Yeah.
The mark of a great team is not just in starting the game and then wrapping the game up even before 90 minutes. So that times the game will have to push beyond the limit. You will need to dig deep and find a winner. And this Liverpool team have been digging deep and finding winners. Wow. We speak of Fergie time. Near Manaba be a heritage under Silas Fergie. Say, man, you for the only more body. You. How did we get the famous Federico Makeda moment against Aston Villa? Ebanisen you bring Manchester United against Bayern 2 minutes, not 2 goals. So team dig deep, find the winner in the last minute and just was and our team. It is to tell you of their character that no matter what, they will still find a way to win. And to me, a Liverpool team no a fearful the mammy. And Kekwaya Premier League no more yes no. I know moon to me and your Champions League niman kem but they are doing it in the Premier League and doing it in the Champions League. So clearly, there is something about Liverpool perhaps we have not paid strict attention to. Is their character, their mentality. This is a team that does not know how to give up. They will always find a way to win. And a marker, every good team be an here. To win the Champions League, you don't just need to have a good team that plays well and scores goals. Sankabasa, Enyasa character where Liverpool display at the start of the season. In the Champions League against Inter, they would have won that tie.
Because that moment in here, Atletico ni Real Madrid, that final moment now Ramos.
Here competition way more. Check it, Chelsea Bayern. When Chelsea won the Champions League in 2012, Chelsea had to claw back into the game. So the Champions League is made for last minute interventions, create that beautiful moment. And Liverpool have started early. That is the first side of the coin. if you flip the coin again, the other side of the coin is there are some issues with Liverpool defense which needs to be sorted out.
Okay.
And issues are a unity right from the start of the season. Their first game against Bournemouth, we saw.
Yeah.
Defensively, they have issues.
Sure.
Especially quick breaks and as a counter attack. And Liverpool won't train a kakra. And I think these are things and a slot we need to sort out with the coaching. Yeah, what the coaching SSA. And yeah, the coaching ain't me in shame. The coaching ain't me sano the character. Omusu omoteseng. That is the character bit. The coaching sano deficiencies in the team. Ebia team structure. Ebia a team know how they play. Ebia offensively they are very good, but so offensive advantages or more no. It means that when they are defending, it creates disadvantages.
Okay.
And these are issues that the coaching and the personnel and the sort. And I believe Liverpool have shown some defensive vulnerabilities. Liverpool fans, Omo football, even the neutrals, they know.
Yeah.
So they will hope say coach Nebeye Huejuma, and I will trust Arne Slot to do that because what he's a good coach who is multi-dimensional. On your straight jacket for Nibia. Send you say and say somebody coaching him. He is able to find solutions with the and that is give me the belief say and yes obetimi asankra nyomemu the Liverpool will improve as regards their defensive vulnerabilities. There are clubs who are known for one thing and they won't change. Edding say the leopard will share the sport because so in this vein your clubs be your Bomo Basasi so said they should come and win the big trophies. And you will be more talent so whenever a star is sold from their team, they are always having options to replace that star with another young one, and that leads me to Eintracht Frankfurt. Check the number of attacking players at Frankfurt Aton in recent times. But Yebe Kai Eddie Akwakwesi just last season, they had 2 Premier League number 4 Moko. Hugo Ekitike. And then Omar Mamouche. Mamouche joined Man City January of this year. Then Ekitike in the summer transfer window or joining Liverpool. But Frankfurt had already prepared the way. So John Matteo Bahoya and then Chan Uzun, they are the replacement Frankfurt lined up. But the pictures in the Sunday Shadrach. I know no about Bejina. It's Shadrach Ness and your bend. Or there for picture the brother 2 screens so now Chan Uzun is a 19-year-old Turkish player. He won Germany in the region of Regensburg. Now Wafemwa through the ranks, but a Nuremberg no koyin who pay. Set several records in the DFB Pokal. He's the youngest player to score a hat-trick in the competition. Then again, for Nuremberg, he's their youngest player to score in the Bundesliga for them. But at Frankfurt, they are giving him that environment, that enabling platform to bring the best out of him. It's your screen is no. The anything reading here Rasta and American was Chan Uzun, 19 years, taking me. But Germany for Netite na train a ball.
Wow.
And this is a player who functions efficiently as a shadow striker. What do you team here? File phone in the Google. Search for Chan Uzun position. And now roll. It will tell you he's a shadow striker. Why when a Kyle team in Eintracht Frankfurt last season no more shadow striking and I say or more pretty as attacking midfielders? Omar Mamouche, Hugo Ekitike. Now what Frankfurt did was that Seniana Mamouche any Ekitike see rising, they needed to prepare the way for their exit. Yebetonia Jiska. Yes, cannot say the England Premier teams niya. So their major way of making revenue or generating revenue through player sales. Identify for players in it. Yes, always come so to prepare the way, they bought him from Nuremberg. Last season was his debut season. and ye understand the ekitike mo sua free omo ho enti woni ekitike bo woni ekitike ye training na the moment ekitike is ready to exit the scene you are ready to take over. And in the German Bundesliga, it is a league that will allow you to make mistakes and learn. And yet, an unforgiving league like maybe the Premier League, even La Liga Crano, it allows for youngsters to come in, make mistakes and learn. But Premier League, no, so when you have the rim, now you are koda. Yes, but this is no start different. 2 year mistakes are. They will not forgive you, especially the media. But in Germany, you can make your mistakes, learn from them, and then you will polish your skill set. And so Chanuzun, Ashemeno Oshego, this season he has been formidable for Frankfurt. 3 games in the Bundesliga, Wamaya 3-goal involvement. In the Champions League, 1 game, 1 goal involvement. Oh, you can look out for Chanuzun, which they are to score or to assist. Then Jean-Mathieu Bahoya, also the same.
Okay.
Similarly, he is like the Ekitike now from France. I'm a fan from Angers. No more man of spotlight. So it is what Frankfurt does and does well. Last one on Newcastle and Barcelona. Okay. Now, Newcastle, I had no faith, but it won't last them. And I say it cannot sustain them, especially in competitions of this nature. So we couple match with Newcastle fear. First half, and so one shell one thing, or move go anymore. First 20-25 minutes. If you play as an away team at the St. James Park against Newcastle, minim saya no mo wo mo hom panie bia. Ball mo boni mriko mutuno. They can dismantle any opponent in the first 20-25 minutes. But so wunya character ne the minute the omode bano. Now it mean no munsuo twen your pay. After 30 minutes, omo break. In some na Bruno Guimaraes Okano. It wasn't just about Barca's play. It was how intense and explosive Newcastle were from the start. Tackle me can into tackles, into pressing. No mama Barca for no chiromo. Dear boy, and say this is a Barca team. I almost see how to conserve possession and play under pressure. So the pressure barrier, and they know how to scale it. Opapia, keeper be pass it on Montonchine, defender be pass it on Montonchine. Barca, a master was Sadiano, and Sadiano is the envy of the world. I have not seen a team that can handle press to say Barca, especially their middle. So their character and then their identity reign supreme over Newcastle's energy intensity. And then the moment me soaky game, and after the 30th minute, I knew Newcastle their energy levels dropped, and it allowed Barca to now seize control of the game. But they were also able to seize control because they had the personnel. I dare say, underrated, but the Barca midfield stands out the whole world. I have not seen any club with a better midfield set
than Barcelona.
PSG might rival them with a more starting, but in the Barca midfield set, they have a lot of options who will play similarly. Frankie de Jong, Pedri, Marc Asado, Bernal, Gavi, Safaifi, Uyimutu the ball double pivot. So to me, that was the engine of Barca's team, and Omutumi handle game. Yes, I mean, they are the best. They are the best. Or Manchester Bono. Yemfa kokoti ni kutu debi. And they seized control of the game and handed it over to Barcelona. But I'm happy for Rashford.
Okay,
I'm happy. You baby, no ako baby. A Krudos one. Untina fako engine mgwase. Inti jaomo.
Now munya do muye.
Now call. Na coach say, "Also you belong here." Check it. Last season Rashford won Champions League. Won knockout stage. This season won Champions League. With Barcelona, he will go to the knockout stage. What has happened to them? Museum for anyway.
Museum for you. The sporting man Michael Asar would do and what the kakra na wo bra
Oni bibia kana no
Yabo Man City Manchester on the teams yes eh ada ni ambo ba kono ambo bra na ambo bra di
o kan za na
Obo bra ka wa
Michael kan za na se ye
Obo bra ka unia
one day
we are
pompe
pompe dia Sunday brad
amoribo pompe
we room never Sunday we room
my bre mama start you go
yeah but I sum na no
ani wo ya hwenyi
enko besie
ani we koya masaba
I was so many only she kakrache
o ba tan enko ai
many wa de
no ya dia wo bre shadow person you
only she ka no can you get as a try yan to sebi can anyone see so
Capo menyen
and pay
one me instruction
yes
and I made this
no obi
I
over time on our floor
I reach when you found
obi mic ni obi mic ni o gwana mic wo so
o mra no na
o shiri nyina o
afra ezo na cha time na ezo ya thank you
ezo tabro
fa tabi ya kakra bi kra na me ka Manchester asema ye
yeah what say o yes I na nyamini pa bi na preach wa so no say hwe oni anim na ka che ne say the often bia no it shall be permanent it's about time for say the koko so
it shall be permanent
so for your go
na akwali dani na no share kwano tination na Memphis ofo na yes ala mbeka what be ala besisa
about enko
and na GPO ha say na ya GPO every Friday bia yes your head command of GPO now command center now the attendant say be so said you free last weekend matches team to jano ya statistics I so team by na osha couple okuhwem dia last week we are starting by 9 games, 4 home wins, 2 away wins, draw yesa goals abem 11 afe home goals no 6 away 5 first half goals by 7 second half 4 yellow cards abem 36 red cards 2 penalty award 3 ni nyina yesay 3 ni nyina
okay
obi anu obototwene ana on goals
okay
last weekend home goal enti sanete na ye kan se ni nyina no unim se ye kaka funu ye Canada mpan na ye free way ni ye free ni nkyeremu ano enso etimi ewo goalkeepers no woma top 5 for almost keep clean sheet na Kwame Aziz ewo aye Vision FC Kwame eka ho bi Benjamin Asare ekipu aye clean sheet Adama hat to folk Mohamed Kamara of Asante Kotoko wono so keep clean sheet sanso ana Kwaku Musa ewo Hoho United na fe Felix Chei omono ana the chance omo keep clean sheet ema bibia so etimi eko kama goalkeepers a wombo womodin yes na anapo se enom enso etimi top assist say enetie assist enya en 7 players makoma konso na ya assist no Imano Owusu e mediama oyebako Derek Fojo e mediama wono ayebako Foster enso ayebako de Mabechem United Hubert Jew e Kotoko Samuel Boatin Fosu e Swedro All Blacks sans ana Kwame Boate e Nations FC ana fe Kelvin Ampofo enso etimi e wo das Nations FC a omonso etimi assist na bibians etimi ko kama man of the match no say ene kokoye players are man of the match eno match day 1 Abdul Karim ewo Accra to folk omu game against Oho United wono energy man of the match Atakumi ebone ball adema Gold Stars team no omoni Beche United ono enya 2 goals onya man of the match Albert Amwa said the only goal for Kotoko omoni Brekum Chelsea game no wono enya man of the match or sa game no Lawrence Osei goalkeeper at the Heart of Lions against Dreams FC wono ana de tennis onus enya man of the match afei a branch of Kingsford Buffo a bon ball Edma Basake Holy Stars one o twatre no wadre pa na tribia kwadane boy and netreketwa enti wono enya man of the match against 11 Wonders. Kwame Aziz a goalkeeper Edma Vision FC against Samates onusunya man of the match. Felix J a goalkeeper Edma Mediama against Young Apostles onusunya man of the match. Faisal Garba a bon ball and some etimi Edema Club FN Kerala United against Diana Faisal and so enya man of the match and afa Imano no a bon ball Edema Nations FC against Suedo All Blacks ono so enya man of the match ama bibias etimi eko kama afa yentoa so na yemfa bi emfama yetiefo a wonim sa yeka ne sa no Wontumi TV Wontumi GPR team of the week. Yes, yes, okay. Come. It's a team of the week. Team of the week. Felix Che Eda Go Numo Obon Board Mami Diama Sporting Club. Ebenezer Aban Ebobo Edma Heart of Lions. Samba Neo Ebobo de Makotoko. A branch of fan of Boachib Sinakai Edma Nations FC Afe Asian. Yes, Asian Bonobo Edma Samates Obobo Edma Brukum Chelsea. Coach and D Eddie Enine Kono de Nekoi One Wad Dramani and Odomo and Sokwe. What thing and so bon ball Edema All Blacks a branch of Emmanuel Conto Gold Stars Samson and a boy and American no Kingsford Buffo one bon board Mabasake Holy Stars on train bopa Albert Amo bon board Makotoko Oka attackers no Atakumi and Emmanuel Ano of Nations FC coach I fan on Abdul Karim Zito one and a fan Bibianso Etimiko comment where you want to me as a team of the week now yes 3-4-3 yeah now you team of the week no and I Wontumi TV yes I esone so ayi 3 best 3 okay see to almost waba Ghana for Toba Ghana for Toba 3 no na Samuel Atakumi of Gold Stars Albert Amo of Asante Kotoko Imano Nano of Club and D Eddie Nations FC now Samuel Atakumi nya 24% of the vote Samson Albert Amo enya 62% of the vote and Emmanuel aya ano enya 13% enti Wontumi player of the week Echo Edema Albert Amwa Obonobo Edema Kotoko Bobo yes Mino Kasai Omunyina no modemon was super when you 2 goals when you 1 goal and also go your assist Emma Bias etimi ko come na modemon and so etimi eko kama enti ye free one man yem this week na yeni komo kakra this week so matches matches ebaso na matches are ebaso this week and easy cry. This week first game I am Mediama and Vision FC net okay and a sa game ebaso okay 5 p.m. sa game live ye be amobias and biashe na me adma Saturday United 3 p.m. Obo Young Apostles and also live ubenya bi and etima share game no ebe free Hohoi Sports Stadium and also etima by 11 Wonders etani eje okreku the second sports complex at Womensa their friend Bando Heart of Lions Sunday ebeto so FC Samates and club of Kerala United on St. Sports Arena and also live ubenya bi and so etima share na no for Sujiabo Park betem I will be there betem United and Basake Holy Stars one game no and also betem abaso Suedro Stadium All Blacks ball at the Chabrekum Chelsea 3 p.m. and a sa game etoja our Domana na Ajiman Badu Park the tennis Doma any Doma Diana FC Omoni Nations a big game a big game wow and Sana Monday Dreams FC and Sonny Alta Folk and also Etimi Abaso Amabianso Etimi our come on here can say ni no coach is no Edin Komo coach is not in command here shots here at the free game etoja ene and switch ya Mediama Sporting Club Women Vision FC game Ebaso na coach fan Ibrahim Tanko you be system of play no cheche me say a crown fast one so no so born o cheche and so etiriche yentie and some coach fan Ibrahim Tanko edu two job and system of play Alliance ebaye yes Osako China ekoko ball na unse is it Abdallah Nuruddin in absence no na say what's for DJ Cup ever bishim o chechem dientia or de sa branchen ever bishim yentie sama and so the tuja Openya fan Wilson Asari one and so a coach Adama a Vision FC on Mediama game no and also Openya di come out say Mediama kwawe ekokofa a 3 points and so 18 by na omuko home ya kwakobo no enye se bia omo so kwawe omuko akosho omo sa omeko no mako akwaje points aba Wilson Asari ekasai
away, and this time we are going to their home. My expectation is going to be a big tax, but from the way we have prepared and the model we are going to use during the game, I think it is going to be an interesting game, and I believe we may pull a surprise. They are very, very, very ready. Everybody, including the technical team management, is very ready. We are going to pick points, and if worse come to worse, at least we'll come down. I will come back home with our shoulders very high. No, there's no going to be.
The other was and other two Jana Yanko Daniel Yamo Nakatena Yeni Komaka. Na Afino, I said, place no Mabano, Bebrena a new place. It just a bread Bebrena so Ebeguneso. Daniel Ekasai.
The first match na Abodro and Yema Yokra, but all the same football. The baby Biabesumsa, and I think I shall say so more matches winning. So I think the week we call Mediama, possible best Yebenya points they feel because then you Ghana League when you is over Kobium now win, but you better try best Yebenya points they be fee. Yeah, very ready. Yeah, ready because
Capo, I've been fancy that. Oh, they have for us because serious. When you program for CAF Champions League, that's Go Stars on program for ne. And then to train here 1 p.m. Yes, and 1 o'clock p.m. Now we are on press conference to 2:30 p.m. We are on training. Training. Nasa JS Kabili. Training 3 p.m. Yes. Na 4:30 JS Kabili. Press conference about JS
Kabili.
Yeah. JS Kabili. Now
JS Kabili.
Africa.
Omobano. Obiara sum yes na motuom. Amotuom so.
Oh, mo dem hunu na edodo. Sumie na sumie bobo.
Obiara ni sumie. Na kwara for no so first batch aba.
Za.
Some so ba no
machemo.
Ombechem ni go kwara de. Enu se data
chemi kwara o muti.
So le was kwara sheda nye die hu gidigidi bia.
Kwara de.
So ombechem mienu so ampa.
Na go Steven Boadi so body time program no.
I'm also travel to
where you are okaze.
Akatapore no.
One guys
all the best.
Yes,
statistics na sani aba. Wontumi GPL team of the week no so.
Okay.
I think say for statistics no, also ya catch us Friday bia no. We'll do a comprehensive discussion of the Ghana Premier League, near preview the day near team bebrase.
Sure.
I think say out of the 9 games, we a home dominant league pa. Capo. It is a home dominant league and yebono. But se bo match week 1 every na ubenya 4 home wins, 3 draws and 2 away wins. That means say the first match day no, and as a match day 1 na your boy you really no team say teams no mo kwa away ne bi pick correct points pa.
Yeah. They did well.
They did well pa, and it shows say league in year open for the start. To have 11 goals, 5 home goals, 5 away goals no. Capo. I think say this season Nankasa match day 1 actually 2 things.
Okay.
The kind. It was an open kind of football and you witness say in match day 1. Not a home dominant match day 1 games and you witness say the tosumienu yenya goals ewo mu a utim say omo tu kwan call away no nya the opportunity to score enough goals to say the fie de na omo say because 1 goal per and omo de bro omo a omo say amadodo a say no away goals no, meaning say this time around no, after match day 1 there has been a solid improvement in terms of away performances, not only by wins but especially by goals do teams in the year day. Yellow cards, red cards. I think say a very important say the sanity baby league in him. One particular discussion I kasa about we league in him say buga wom dodo too physical and I'm try dodo and obi ano akobutu there be this time around. I think after match day 1 there's a little bit of sanity around the league in terms of making sure say players be disciplined.
Okay.
And 36 yellow cards is a call for your teams need to be much more disciplined about mobile game no. Bugana yard also because match they won out of 9 games, Mike. Not 36 yellow cards. See a strike average in the crana. There's a match be on the crana not less than 3 yellow cards. Not less than 3 yellow cards per every single game. Meaning say discipline should be very important in Canada also. And a referees no so be mama so mama discipline here adwuma because so who could train Chatrobia also the mount. And I think 2 red cards also barely do players in discipline no man nye on man in Kosro. Then Oyemudinha I think for first half goals, meaning say starting match now, teams in the press, teams in the create a lot of chances. Teams in the try to establish almost self on the game earlier on because 7 first half goals as compared to 4 second half goals. Kawe normal football terrain and Kiebobo Anka Sakrana goals do not type second half. But I think that this time around, no teams in match day 1 decided said there be let's start on a good note. It may games are many opportunity here no Capo. The first half intensity as compared to the second half intensity is totally different. The first half intensity there is a lot more pressing, there is a lot more chances creation. And I want to say there's a lot more intensity in that particular game. Yeah, the first half, and I say about first half now, not teams in the dynasty. And I think that these teams, about more there, and I say teams are making sure so many first half goals, they're very important. So every All Blacks in our first half goal, maybe other clubs also in our first half goals, and team more there. 3.
Baby any Bechem game no
by first half now, and there's by first half now near 3.
Coaches and the players no matches
in the power. By penalty scored in 3 out of 3 solid. No own goal scored, no penalty miss. I think that this statistics for match day 1 encouragement to him. Let's see what because since here next Friday you better statistics way for match day 1.
They will compare to
they are to match day 2. So you might be improving and that's you might be here. But I think for now when it has now become the standard for match day 2. Back here. Meaning some match day 2 so 2 matches so.
Go Stars
and Akotoko. There be Go Stars and 1 match per because now Go Stars and Akotoko and and I say no mumi no it's 1 match per 1 match per any forfeit say omo it's those statistics in area dey ebeba e wo honom and I think goalkeepers for clean sheet ne so very important am person hard e bi kakra you discuss last week Friday Mike say with goalkeepers omaka wo mu team ni mu move yan fa nko ba bia but I think Kwame Aziz make move this time around to Vision FC. It was only a new player. Then Benjamin Asare, Rumeni, Mohamed Kamara, Rumeni, Kwaku Musa, Rumeni, and on the whole United Abba. Then Felix Chey, Esu Rumeni. But I think the most important aspect of this list was only a more debutant. Debutants, and over here Kwaku Musa. Then no about the Kwame Aziz free Legon Cities and they buy but make debutant for Vision FC because I think about fresh Anna Kwaku Musa near debutant from Division 1 and on only how United have been Premier League in him. So in your first game no had the opponent Vision FC boy Mike no had the opponent Kwaku Musa so facing in the shape of a crowd of Fuka. These are 2 goalkeepers omunya good game but I think Michelle games in na full Felix Chey
super Felix would go down.
It was Felix Chey against Young Apostles Bonuayi and keeping a clean sheet at the start of it. I think Zene can be crying decided say Felix Chey your team of the week the be you know you about that place but you assistant so here the mic is so bad players na for mo miensa ne team of the week ne kaka I think we Emmanuel Owusu for Mediama, Derek Fordrio for Mediama, 2 different players for Mediama omunyina 1 assist then Foster Sakite for Bechem United Hubert Joe a superb assist to Abetamwa. Super. Now, Samuel Boatin for Sunu Mike Babidin home come with team of the week.
So draw blacks.
Mike Babidin home come with team of the week. Then a superb assist by Kwame Boachi. Maybe ball no crossing the core ya pim the toe net no. Then Kevin Ampof, I think there was no single player who had 2 assists. But on a good note, most of these players over here, I think Nipo defender Womi Kwame Boache out on the ball no more than yes a particular assist the boy Emmanuel Makoyi the Emma Omono. But that was a good match we could have major idea Kanama Mike Abetwaso.
Okay, the sporting man Bray now share team of the week the other ones.
Mama players of the week no mention.
Yes, I know.
I think our team for Sudia from Dansoman FC the first year of Sweden Blacks in a game of ball against nations. Yep, and he controlled the middle.
Wow.
Or middle ni I think nations devise a strategy that they go physical at him. No more upsetting it. Before I feel to me single-handedly, I think on my midfield my nations, especially in the first half. But we will get time to engage about him. But these 3 on the list, Atakumishe 2 goals. For BBN Go Star, so back up from the penalty spot, the other well go from that side, and then Abetamo share 1 goal, Emmanuel no share 1 goal. I want to speak to them individually.
Okay,
Atakumi was Go Stars top scorer last season when they won the league. He's continuing from there. So what you Atakumi, he's not your typical centre forward. Or centre forwards now, pebo nebo. So mostly person or dan 10 wakakra. Then you give the ball to him, he plays it. Means Roman car, born the boy and the scene go share.
Okay.
But the ultimate reward is in scoring more.
Yeah.
So Oyobianka or Tete Eshe goes, Neni Brihim goes. I think he should have increased in the goal tally of the last season, but an improvement. You see, you expect players to be progressive and not stagnant.
Okay.
And the other my last season, no, this season my more, and from the start. He has carried on from last season the other mine. And I like players like this. So, any performance assessment, where in the graph, no, it will appreciate about so until the starting point will be 0. But you will see that gradually, we appreciated the last season on my double figures. This season, 1 game, 2 goals. On the average, it means that so last season not about 4 matches be a normal 1 goal or test with the about 3 matches ago and now 2 matches ago, which is very positive. So I am happy. So he started very well because the season will be difficult for Gold Stars. About Champions League, you play the league as well, then you contend for the FA Cup. Champions League, depending on what happens, Ochina against JSK, they will know their fate. But the conk say the best or match BMU might not affect them. A Premier League, the FA Cup is also a knockout. The best it may affect you. So in the league, if you are looking for consistency, it should be there. And first game 2 goals, it gives him confidence for not just the season, but again the crucial game ahead of GSK. So goals be bad. Every way, so either he's involved in the goals or directly he is scoring the goals for them. So watch this season as he, and the only thing I pray against say injury and affect it because the chat ne so it is adding value to him. And the sika ebo can sika and so that obesumbo more, and he should sustain this. He should continue. Because more and more didn't home come on. Why Amankona became a household name in the Ghana Premier League was because every season he was Chelsea's consistent goal scorer. From penalties, from free kicks, and then from direct play. In Sata Kumiso Maye Bisana, Ebwa, MI League, it means names people can relate to. Miko Bibieni Akosha Atakumi. Meko Brekum, Meko Akosha Amankona. It falls in that line. So he should be consistent, and I pray he stays injury free. Emmanuel Ano is one of the most talented wing forwards that we gave him. From Bechem, Femu Kakra, then Nations FC. Ano enya the recognition or deserve it because I think the personality of the pitch, a translating on the pitch is very quiet. Into one time turning and then again he has not been consistent in terms of scoring. On Sunday they say more my goals nimra. But for the goals, this is your all-day modern day forward. Our versatility. And not can play as a center forward or as a wing attacker. Our the skill set are not change or pass it. Then he has space to bend. So Omano enough space or run it through, he will beat his marker. Adia baku etine so a conversion.
Okay.
If Ano is improving, especially in the penalty box presence, and then obeying that sniper's eye, no way to me are taking a shot now. Ano should have like double figures every season.
Wow.
Or will be built to me and he's at the right age. Last season it was good, but I think Ano can give us more and he can do better. So nations person Mudi League now, Ano might have to lead their charge from the front. Now fights are Chawate. Chawate so free. Akachi. And the TT brothers for Nakoji Akachi or Stars. So the name Akachi remains. But my team name free Akachi.
Okay.
So and Chawate moved from there to nations. In the first season, he was making the headlines.
Sure.
Me paucho mensa Chawate meninsa no. But I think compare Chawate ni Ano, the skill set and the potential alone, then Ano should be matching Chawate or even doing better.
Okay.
Experience, Ano should be better than Chawate because what for Premier League nache Chawate na fin wa bibrim. So you understand why I am demanding more from Emmanuel Ano. Or what ye also play a BA to give such numbers. So unfunctioning trim, go come and then he should be pursuing more goals, assist. He should put his name in the headlines. My from free local league ni more Mokokobo Premier League no, Mokobo Black Stars. He has the skill set to fall in that line. So Ano should be consistent, and luckily for him, he's working with a coach who knows him too well. But no ne Kasimo kanse menga na yejuma. Inti coach ne tenase ono so tenase. I think this season offensive he say it should be his coming of age season. Afede wa bedru, and it's also a household name. Because if nations will win the league, then they will need a key man to lead that charge from the front, and I think Ano can be that guy. Yeah. Albertamoa consistently, I think it's Asante Koroko's most important attacker. Asante Koroko attack. There is Kwame Poku. Bobo names now, but Obiahu here Koroko sing Albertamoa.
Wow.
Ask me why.
India.
Good. Ni skill set. Ni profile no a dual. Albertamoa ni profile. Center forward check. Wing forward check. So wo pe player wo betimi use ni here only. He has an excellent center of gravity. Didebiano so di wanimu a den so wo be kan ato. This a wo hye twa na se. So we know na sisa now the nato. So this is a secret weapon for Kotoko in games, and he shows up at the big stages, especially Abremwaya Dane. I can mention a couple of games. Last season, Kotoko's first at Nalerigu against Karela. Why not say winning goal? No, Amwa. And Rechi Amuko Brekum. Kotoko hadn't won there before. A tough game. He showed up again. And now Betamwa and my dear. Or says he be park way so. I don't need no coffee. I'm gonna ya go now. Why not say?
I bet.
Exactly. He's that big game player or that character. And also the say on kasa. Senya match near Koba won't tenenka. Or a camera shy. So he's not vocal enough. You don't hear him. But born Nankasa see a bono. Very important. 13 league goals in 26 league games for Asante Koroko. Capo, 50% rate of goal per game.
Serious.
Every 2 match be Obobiano or Mao go. Every match be 0.50 goals. This is an important player. And the mechanic goes in Kwa Oshe. So check the assist.
Assist.
And Americano. So check assist. Your league, the metrics allow us to get enough data. Bank the data for floor tour, say penalty box penetrations, runs, dribbles. You then come to appreciate the skill set of this boy. Albert, I have Kasabi. Yeah, on Kasabi. No, very calm. You are playing for one of the biggest clubs in the country, and you are the face and the star of the team. This guy, in terms of performance, is the outright star of Asante Kodoko's attack.
You work so hard out of possession.
Wait, and then what they coach Bia, Albert Amwa, coach Bia will love to work with him.
Hey, what you can say?
Kwame Poku is different. Opoku is a sniper. He has his major threat. Kwame Poku major threat. Hey, a ball need that name. Na watum. Another penalty box in him. Albertamo's major threat. Hey, everywhere on the pitch.
Okay, baby, how dangerous.
Yes, because he can create, and then he can score. Kwame Poku will score. The creation ability due to injuries away nyano a limited Kwame Poku. So on that mobile like the Bayena ni on the first thing in him.
Okay.
Into what check here, Kwame Poku does not make a lot of runs now until a runner echo penalty box him to connect. But so all the ball toward the journey there. Kwame Poku seldom does that now. And any issue no. So Albert Amwa, I think is also one of the players to watch, and I fit in some day player of the week. I think that the public's opinion, said they are also following our league. The circumstances are not bowofie. Atakumi bowofie. The comfort of their home fancy cheer on. So you have enough we say encouragement say but you are playing in a very intimidating atmosphere. I'm sure what break that and a team now on the bottom only for Albert Tamo and this goal obedient to me in country. I say you see the assist never man Hubert Jehu, it was a brilliant pass but Abua made the goal. The finish Jehu did not make the goal. Jehu created the opportunity but Amwa and a year ago no one check his control. First touch, where you defender no didn't frame. Then you have Michael Ewa rushing to him. Before Ewa gets there, he has already thought of a decision. Me ball low, me rifle the shot low, and when in between the legs of the goalkeeper. This is precise shooting. Algeria.
The same ball, but Samoja caught the far post. So this is
precise shooting. So to me, the ultimate attacker. Serious. And I am hoping, say, a premier man bedininya. Players the omobon sam yepra. Adie se minimiye metumi aye. Oh yes, utu na ya na bibia di usremu. Pa. Injuries are the number one enemy of footballers, and I pray Albert Amwa does not suffer any form of injury. A bit deter the consistent appearances for Kotoko because born do one now who new skill set ne better have skill set because I say you need to play consistently to improve and become better, and I'm only wishing him well. Media mebo vision and vision last away match May of this year. Takwa no koi media mafoni dioma semmo say Vision versus Mediama away what Takwa last year. They got the 3-1. Vision were one of the bad travelers in the league last season, and they are going to
last season their names and your crowd matches no. So
this is a away record. Vision was 17 away matches last season. We need 2 no winning Bakwe and Swanta, my points they 3-0. So it means in reality they only won 1 game, which was against Accra Lions or Accra. No, we say 2-0. So outside Accra, Vision did not win a single game.
Last week
draws near 5, defeat 10, scored 12 away goals again. And Swataman the and Sanekao. So even with the 12 away goals, no Mosheno, and Swataman 3 administrative, and your park so there, and consider 24. So they will need to improve on their away record. If not, they have to avoid what befell them last season. See, we campaigning on mobile pray. Say omobe came and now omun came. The interesting thing is they have decided to keep some of their best performers. Our top scorers last season, Daniel Yemona no Casano can watch 4 goals in 24 matches. Wow. Then Edmond Asante scored 4 in 15 matches played. So for consistency, if you have them, it will help. And then the goal distribution was evenly spread. 16 different players that share goals for Vision FC last season, which is very, very positive. Wow. So it means goals need to be free, baby. Now, how do they cope? A main coach any around Nanajiman is there.
Nanajiman.
And sorry, ebe support. Yeah. So how would they cope? How would they work? Crucial against Mediama. Mediama team here one of the most feared sides, but among the rule, I won't take. And Mediama were a force to reckon with. Last season, they only lost 2 games of year.
Okay.
One, Accra folk, and a 2-year breakum Chelsea. These were the only games they lost, and then they drew 3, including 1-1 against Asante Kotoko Samates and a Heart of Lions. So we a team now we do. Now what Mediama have done is to beat you. Exactly. I know him top scorer. Last season. Kamara Dini Mamodu, defender. He was a top scoring defender in the Ghana Premier League. I think Kamara will likely get on the score sheet again. So I'm tipping a victory. A victory for Mediama against Vision. I'm on that table in this room. And Matepi almost said one of the favorite for the title this season. Vision, Messi Vision, Nations FC, Mediama. I am a top 2 favorite
this season.
For this season. Kone House will have to drop. Excuse me, but Nations in Mediama are my favorite. And I think Mediama will beat Vision to consolidate their top position. And I said truly, they are ready to fight for the title and prove something to Takwaman. So a victory for Mediama is what I wish for.
Okay, thank you very much. The other games are the CAF Champions League and the Confederation. Hey, and Rana, Friday. Serious, pal. Is it our way, dear?
Already, I don't mean you already. Good. Easy. I don't know one tradition. You're friend one.
I want to crash here. That's what you
still now. All right. Me feel it top. Me that's it, pal. You're looking very handsome.
International.